For the nipples.
All right, and we are live. We'll see if that one made it in.
I hope it did.
No, that was a close one. Welcome everyone. Another episode. What are we on now? Episode 31 of Fellowship of the Fallen. I'm John, your Dungeon Master, and let's get going with the announcements. So the merch store is still up. Go check it out. It's there in the bio and everything. Go buy some merch. It really helps us out. Other streams, the Sovereign Saga, you can catch the VOD of the Sovereign Saga over on on our Twitch channel right now. You can catch up on everything on the YouTube channel. Last time the party made the long trek to the temple that gave the town its name and learned a lot about the history of the continent and some hints of the danger it now faces. We still need to figure out how to get into that temple though. I don't think we're going to do it next session, but it might take some time.
You're welcome for that Detect Magic.
Yeah, it was clutch. The Violent Madness, you can catch the most recent episode of the Violent Madness on YouTube. Right now, the party that left on their journey through the boglands towards Pethlin, but on the way, they camped beneath the full moon's light. Nothing sinister could happen, I'm sure. Mark, I don't even think I'm falling for that one.
Yeah, Ryan, you're fucked.
I already happened. We had fun with that one. Definitely go see it.
The Churn Gang is back on the 1st of July. Hoot has killed her sister, Clarabelle, and the gods are preparing for war. In the meantime, catch up on Pendragon Games YouTube channel where you can watch all 25 episodes to date. The Cloaks of Minehelm returns this Sunday. The plucky brown cloaks will be getting up to more hijinks this coming Sunday. Can they survive this time again by the skin of their teeth, or will their luck finally run out? Penny for Your Thoughts is back again this Thursday as Ryan talks to players both old and new to DM Mark's wonderful world of vibrance and gets the lowdown on the changes made between games and the players' perspectives. I'm definitely going to be tuning in for that one to see what happened there.
Oh, so that'll be from Dave and Mark's home game as well as the stream game then, I assume, yeah?
So
yeah, it's
Mark,
basically going to be from the home game and then, sorry, Ryan.
Oh yeah, no, it's going to be Mark, obviously, giving him some questions about how we come up with it and that kind of stuff. But it's going to be interesting having two of his home game players and two of the on-stream players, just to see what kind of differences there were between the games.
Kind of compare notes and see how it goes.
Yeah, compare how bad they think Mark is.
Kogu supremacy.
Music is always for the stream provided by Ivan Dutch. Go give him a like and a follow. His details will be going up in chat periodically. As always, you can influence the game with donations, bits, and subs. As always, thank you to Christian for keeping us going, even if it is just to keep the goblins out of chat. We really appreciate it. And then you might have noticed, I'm just going to mention it, our what have we been calling him? Unattentive roommate. Favorite wizard has finally decided to grace us again with his presence. Emil is back again after dealing with some things outside of D&D, but it's good to have you back. We're going to throw you right back into everything.
Yay!
As it should be.
His
Hope you remember how to play.
TDK.
You're about where this is going to be bad.
I've already raised the difficulty on all the encounters from here on out. So you guys will be back up to a party of 5.
We don't
Get
have
on
a
this
turbo.
car.
It's bad, we're running.
I'm getting back on this cart with this horse. See you later, guys.
Just Magnar and the bard just fuck off.
So just a quick recap. Last session you guys made it to Leilon, only to find it being attacked by individuals bearing tattoos of 3 lightning bolts striking, which you have identified as the Mark of Talos. You quite easily, I would say, defeated them, except for Luca going down a couple of times due to the chalice. And yeah, took one of them hostage, interrogated them a bit, and then yeah. So I'll just do that last part again, as you guys basically crested the hill into town, and you could see that the progress on the town's rebuilding has been slow. The holes for a palisade have been dug, but only a few logs are in place. At the center of the ruins, a tall tower, mostly collapsed, rests atop a bluff. The only intact stone building sits at the bottom of the bluff, its white facade bearing the marks of Lathander. There is an intact wooden building closer to the water marsh at the southwest side of town, smoke rising from 2 chimneys. In front of the building stands a tiefling dressed in blue robes. She raises her hands to the sky and dark clouds appear in response. Before the tiefling, at the end of the swampy water, stands a small number of humanoids, great axes raised in the air, who chant in her response. And was at that point that the captured archer whispered to Magnar, saying that asking if he didn't agree that it was a beautiful sight, and Magnar promptly snapped her neck.
Luca was like, it's so racist for like the tiefling and a bunch of humanoids to be automatically determined to be as bad guys. So, you know, yeah.
Not really when they're calling in a storm.
Yeah. Maybe they're
bad guys.
For all you know, they're doing a rain dance.
Not what it looks like. As we walk and talk, run and talk.
So before you begin running, can everyone except Elian make a wisdom save, please?
Boy.
Are we within 10 feet of the paladin?
Yeah, because we were by the door, right? We walked up to the door.
Yeah, you would have all kind of bunched up. We can say you're within 10 feet of each other.
Well, it's +3, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a 15.
All right. So, Luca, you kind of feel like you're being watched.
Okay.
And as you begin looking around over your shoulder, on the ground behind you, you see opening up a magical sigils begin appearing on the ground. And before you can say anything to the rest of the party, stepping through what appears to be a tear in the space in front of you, steps a familiar face, white hair, purple robes, carrying a staff made of glass. Nose still in his book.
I punch him in the face.
2d4 damage, dead.
Floyd, you made it.
It's Jimmy.
James? No. Michael? No. What's his name again?
Ethan.
Ethan. That was
we
it.
needed.
Basically, Elian, you have just returned from some of your wizard friends, as you told the party, doing a bit of research on things that Aldwin had found earlier in the campaign.
He just
Aldwin was just like, hey, you know what I expected them to be calling in? Oh, we're going to need to borrow you.
Teleport.
I'm just going to say my back's turned to whatever's going on, and I'm going to be like, well, guys, I found out a few interesting things about like the Aben death and stuff like that. So if we quickly want to compare notes.
Crag just grabs him by the
collar, and we just, yeah.
All right, so you guys are taking.
I have black veins. I have black veins going up my neck from necrotic damage that almost killed me twice. You know, my lips are all chapped. I look manic. I'm like, hey, how's it going? How's it going? Hello.
Yeah, so
what's up with you?
No time to talk. Grab a cactus. We're off.
Here's your spell book back. Okay.
For those of you who do not understand what Tom just said, scroll up through the Penny Dragon meme chat. You'll find it eventually. So you guys are taking off down into the town of Leilon then?
Running straight at him, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. It's about 500 feet down to down to where this tiefling is standing.
Then that's 500 feet we're sprinting then.
It's 380 feet we're swimming, and at that point I might stop sprinting and
No, they know we're coming.
I'm
going to stop at 380.
Oh, okay. Stand back a bit. Good idea.
Alien, can't you just, like, you teleported? Can't you just teleport us there?
Are we running and talking? Like, can you guys, like, update me while we're going? What's going on? Who are these guys? We gotta kill them.
Talus cultists calling in something we don't know what. Last
You were
time
there, I
was
killed the big
Avatar
bear.
of the Storm Lord. Don't want to see what they're calling this time.
So
They're probably
basically,
pissed that I killed that boar.
you guys are gonna have the first 260 feet.
That's like what, 3 turns?
I just want to know, how many are there? How many do we see?
Manny.
Give me a perception check. Anyone who wants to, give me a perception check.
I'm also going to say to Crag as we're running along, stay with us. Don't go off on your own again, okay?
What? I didn't do it the last time.
You did, but
No.
Yeah, I mean, Alien, you're still a bit teleport lagged.
Mm-hmm.
That double rolled, but it's the 19.
There's 16, 19 at the highest too.
All right, 16 and 19. You can see that there are probably about 4 or 5 of these persons wielding axes, and then only the one tiefling as far as you can tell.
Crag will hold up 6 fingers and be like, this many.
Where did you steal those extra 2 fingers from?
Yeah.
No, he has 6 fingers, like, so including the thumb and one on the other finger.
You got a sword in one hand and you've got 6 fingers in the other. Whose hand did you chop off to get this?
You got more fingers than all of us.
Most of them aren't mine.
Alduin, you said you're gonna stop like halfway, right?
When I get to within around 120 feet, I will start to slow down and I will start commencing bombardment.
All right, so you guys are currently about 240 feet away.
What about a strike?
I'm gonna just gonna send out a key to Crag's back and just haste him.
Ding, ding, ding. You're nice. It's been a while.
It's been a while. That is you.
I swear, if I run into an anti-magic field,
that was the wrong song. Let's just get the right song playing. There we go.
I prefer the other song.
You prefer the other song?
Yeah.
I have to say, I don't like this Death Alley.
So I can move 80 feet? Oh, nice.
So, what are you guys doing? Are you still continuing to run?
Yeah, I would be anyway.
Yep, my movement's
All right,
still, so 80 feet.
So you guys can give me one round of movement. You can dash if you like.
Yeah, so I'd like to run, bonus action dash, and cast spider climb on myself.
All right,
I just
good
can't
to know.
see the map, so I don't think I have vision on my token.
All right, I'll fix that quick.
We're all around the right hand side. It's quite a.
I'm blind.
And then dash. Hasted that, like, I can move, like, make 3 move actions then, can't I? So it's of 80 feet. Jesus, I can move far. 80.
All right, you should have vision now.
Yes, I do.
Do we know we're supposed to be heading straight down the road at this stage, I assume?
Well,
He said we could see them. We could see them originally, so I hope so. We can't see them anymore.
Third move.
Yeah, so you basically you were on top of a hill and you kind of crested down into the town, so you would have lost line of sight on these individuals.
But as we were coming down, I assume we could see the path you were supposed to take.
Yeah, so basically it's straight down, bit to the right, and then you come to the dock area.
I'm not sure if I want to go that far ahead. I'll kind of stay around here.
All right. Let's see what's this. passive, and what's the other guy's passive? Yeah, and with the distance you are now, you can begin to hear the shot.
Cool. So that's one turn's movement.
Yeah, none of you understand the language.
So it's not Orcish, because some of us understand Orcish, I'm pretty sure.
It is
Hang on,
definitely not
what
Orcish.
Is comprehend languages a...
No, that's for reading, I'm pretty sure.
You can
Understand literal meaning of any spoken language. No, okay, no, we're good. We're good. Next turn, I know what I'm going to cast.
All right.
Is there initiative?
You
I
know,
don't like that.
funny you should ask.
Yay!
You can roll initiative.
And I remember when we used to have things like advantage on initiative or extra D8 on initiative, but these days it's just, there's nothing. It's just nothing.
I get
Always
on initiative.
Hey, 19! But Aldwin had an 18 with disadvantage? What the hell? With
With
a nat one?
advantage. Yeah, it's because the other one was a nat 1.
Okay, I see. It colors it
Nice.
regardless of the...
Yeah.
I was like,
All right,
damn,
let's
a
see
plus
what we
17.
missed.
Oh man, I rolled gangbusters for initiative, and some of you guys are like topping me. That's crazy.
Let's see. Aldwin. Sorry, I just need to add you back onto the turn.
No, I get advantage as standard on initiative, it's great.
18.12. Who are we still missing? You've got Craig, Luca, Ilian, Aldwin, Magna. What did you roll?
I have my thing selected. I had 8.08.
8.08. Now I cleared the turn order, but like it's my fault. All right. Let's just throw the turn order to the side a bit so that I can see what's going on. Scroll that way. And Craig, you are up first.
Cool. So can I hear the direction the chanting's coming from?
Yeah,
Like,
it
clearly?
is coming from that direction.
Cool. So I'm hasted, so I get an 80-foot movement speed. So I'm going to stop here behind the cart.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see one of them. Okay. And then I will hold the attack action for if anything comes in within range. Also
Oh.
on range.
All right. If they didn't know you were there, they certainly do now.
And Craig wasn't being sneaky. He assumes they knew they were here from when they killed the people up on the hill.
It's like I'm gonna wait for you to come running back like Han Solo.
Yeah.
Ah!
Aldwin, did he not just say that he doesn't run in without
He's
us?
Han Solo.
What? I mean, it's initiative. You're
Holy
about
crap,
to follow me.
okay.
I just went first.
Ilya just goes like, so nothing has changed since I've been gone.
Nope. No,
No, nothing.
situation normal.
I presume there's lots of
Uh,
gaps between there's lots of gaps between the buildings. I shouldn't just run up on the building and then be able to run on buildings until I get there because I feel like there's pretty wide gaps.
I mean, there's gaps between buildings, yes.
Okay, so I will not go. Okay, so I'm going to move and then bonus action dash for my 50 feet again. And then I will ritually cast Comprehend Languages, which I can do in the normal casting time once per day. So I'll just kind of like pull up my book, and it's like it looks like a Michelin phrase book, and I'm like, all right, infernal to common, I guess. Flip, cast.
Yeah, you take your phrase book and you flip, and it takes you quite a long time to get to the right language.
Which language is that?
What you recognize is it is Aquan,
Aquan, okay.
and
Oh.
give me an Arcana check.
Oh, Arcana, man. I can't wait to gain another level so I can be proficient in Arcana. 12.
All right, with a 12, you are fairly certain it's a summoning spell.
Not again.
With a 12, I will also give you. You can. It's not so much what's being said that you gather this from, it's more from the tone and the flow of it. It sounds like this ritual is coming to an end.
Okay, can I shout that out? I'll just shout out,
Yeah.
they're speaking Aquan, it's a ritual, and it's almost over.
Can you tell what they're trying to summon from the ritual, though?
Not with
Craig is yelling back, "What are they saying?" I'm like, "Craig,
What are they saying?
you're missing half your hit points. Why are you running ahead of us?"
It's what my job is.
All right, that's Lucas' turn. Alien, what would you like to do?
I snipe.
So, Luca, you can kind of see them. Yeah, I sniped to Craig's head.
Oh, yeah, I have a slice. I can see. I have a slice of vision on some of the bad guys. Yeah.
Okay. I will. Let us. I will move.
So if you've forgotten, you can move 30 feet, which is about 6 squares.
I was actually really thinking about it. How far can I move again? Okay, so that's my movement.
It's almost as if you're brothers.
Then I will dash another 30. I still can't see them. I'll just like look at Luca and be like, "You told me you can see them."
I can. Can't you see them?
Take one step to the left. You would have been able to do that.
I can like barely see one. I just rolled a 3 on perception, so I'm still going on that.
All right. You
10,
want to say something?
10.
Nope. So,
Okay. So 10 gets me there. Why, hello. How far away are you? Oh, dear me. That's a bit of a challenge.
No, you know what? Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's a bit of threading the needle there.
Yep. I mean, I can see them. What time of day is it? I presume
It's just past midday-ish.
Keep in mind, they likely can't. Like I
my
was smart.
worst time of day.
I
Ooh.
stopped 60 feet away. They probably can't get to me. I was smart.
Okay, so I've moved 10 to there. Let's carry on the rest of my movement. 15, 20, 25, 30. I can't see. I can't see enough to see who I can see, can I? So I can't see the. Okay. Do I just run forward, or do I try and attempt something?
Do you still have your walk on air big radius thing going, or did that end?
No, that's faded from the last
Okay.
time. So that will follow soon. But
Does that mean the 10 hit points from before are gone as well?
No,
No.
keep them.
so everyone apart from Alien still has their temp hit points they grabbed before.
Cool.
Crow's gonna need backup, so I'm gonna have to just sprint forward. 10, 20, 25. There we go. Yeah, and let's go a bit more to there. And that's
Were you within 120 feet? Can you go?
I've had to sprint to get there. So yeah, that's all I can do this turn.
All right, good to know.
I hate saying that. It feels like I've just thrown a turn away.
Yeah.
All
There's
right.
nothing worse than having to dash. I could have got to them, but I didn't want to go all the way.
That's what she said.
Not to me.
Magno, what are you doing?
Movement and action to dash there. Bonus action. I'm going to cast this on myself. So, Shield of Faith.
All right. You do hear, Craig, you would hear it. The rest of you probably only Olwen would hear it. You do hear the same voice in Aquin. This is not part of the chant. This is the reason, Luca, you can't hear it because you're a bit further away. So you just hear the chant breaking for a second. You hear the voice say something, and then that's going to be...
Please don't be what I think it is.
That's going to be one.
Not again. I've already killed one of them. Come on.
But it's not going to be a boar in the sea, is it?
Yeah. You never know.
Be a
That
water
one
ball.
is going to make it to there. That one is going to go that way. That one is going to go there. And this one is going to go there. All right, that is going to be their turn.
Prague is just flipping them off. He's just like,
We are not ready to fight underwater creatures.
Cool. That was their turns. Craig, what are you doing?
yeah, I can get this guy. So, Prague will just go over to here. And I'm going to make 3 attacks on this guy. Because I'm hasted. So, give me 1 second. Where's my... So, yeah, we'll go Radiant. So, that's the first attack.
A 16 does hit.
Cool. That is 14 Radiant damage. And that's 1, 2, 2. There's 4. The next one. That's the Divine Fury. Oh, that's nice. Then I'll switch it up, and the next way, just to keep him on his toes, will be probably not a hit from the looks of things. I can't see.
A 15 does not hit, unfortunately.
Good. I have a bless. Wait, I have to use that before I know what it hits, don't I?
Yeah, technically you need to use it before.
Yeah, never mind. So, give me 1 sec here, and then...
but at this point you do know that a 16 hits and a 15 doesn't. So
yeah. So I'll keep that knowledge. At least now I know what I need to hit.
All right.
And then it rolled loads of times there for some reason. My roll 20 is being messed up.
No problem. We'll check now. So 15 hit, and what was that? So your 2 attacks miss. So sorry, the 16 hit. Oh
Yeah.
no, you going reckless.
No.
Okay, so it was a 16 then. So that's 14 points of damage.
No, the first one would have hit for plus 14 plus 9.
Yeah.
And then my second one missed, but I have a third from the reckless, which is another 13 points.
You mean the haste, not the reckless?
Haste, yeah, sorry.
Haste. So that's the 23. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep track of it. So that's another 13 down. All right, yay! I mean, you've done some damage to him.
Oh.
Luca, what would you like to do?
Gonna keep moving.
Relics chamber. We're not doing a relics chamber. Good lord, no.
No, sir. I'm typing in chat that we have to go get the cup. I think I left the cup on the ground outside of town. Pretty sure no one will pick it up. But we have to bring it back so we can have like our bat cave where we keep all of our evil artifacts. or just put it in the kitchen cupboard. No one will find it. Yeah.
We need
So
a
I'll just
giant
move up.
gold piece.
And then
It's an
bonus
anti-magic
action.
field set up in the basement just for the...
Bonus action dash. If I could see one of these bad guys, I'll take a quick shot with my bow. I'll shoot the one that our barbarian is fighting.
All right, go for it. Roll your attack.
I hope I don't kill him, because that way you can kill him.
You will get sneak attack, no advantage.
I agree. Sneak attack, no advantage. I yell, Falcon's Bow, as I make my attack. EC 23 for 27 damage. Magical
Falcon punch!
damage. Falcon, yeah.
This giant boxing glove just grows on the arrow as it flies.
And I'm running forward as I'm shooting,
Anything else, Luca?
That's it. Oh, I almost killed him. That's perfect. Nope, that's it. I'd use bonus action. I'm still listening to any funny language type stuff.
All right. Elliot, what are you doing?
I wanna run to there.
I think you know what this calls for.
It better not be
Expeditious
ice
retreat.
What's it? No, plane shift. Okay. I kind of muttered to myself, do I want to show off? Okay, so let me just check this. Just want to see. It should be enough. So I would like to, in the center of these guys, 20 feet above them, I would like to cast.
I wonder what it is.
Magnification.
Gravity.
Gravity sinkhole. So
Alright, throw it up.
they need to make con saves.
Oh, am I affected by this?
Sorry, it's a constitution save. I don't know why it's saying intelligence.
Con is the best stat.
It's always their best stat. They're a creature.
So the first one is going to fail with a 12. Next one is going to succeed with a 20.
Oh, it pulls them off. Yeah, that's nasty.
Next one is going to
Nice.
succeed with a 16. Next one is going to succeed with a 22.
Oof.
So only
Jeez.
one fail.
Which one doesn't save?
That's this one here at the top.
Okay, so it gets pulled up 20 feet into the air and then falls again. So it,
All right,
I
so
don't
it's going
know,
to take
fall damage.
2d6.
Could be worse.
So he's going to take 3 points of damage from falling.
So it's 29.
But they still take damage if they fail. If they save, they just
Yes.
take half damage.
Yeah, they just take 13 damage if they save.
Yeah, so he's going to take the 26 as well. This one is going to take 13. And it kills him. That one's going to take 13. And that one is going to take 13.
I can just imagine that since he died, his dead body just goes flying. It got pulled upwards and it just as it was falling. So
Or just
cool thing-
half of him is left standing there, and then he just crumples backwards, and the other half's being pulled to the thing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a cool spell for like pulling off a bunch of guys that are on a ledge. What a way to go!
What's the
Yeah, hold it off
goofy
men
thing
on
when he?
ledges.
What's the goofy thing when he flies away?
Alwyn, what are you doing?
I shall continue to move forward a little. 10, 15, 20. Oh, this is slow. 25. I still can't see who's on the pier, can I? Damn it.
No,
Yeah,
you can't.
Well, foosballs.
I can barely see you from the field. to be fair.
30, so...
Although, I might be able to hit.
So 30 gets me there. Okie dokie. I know they're somewhere around that corner. So, bonus action. Let's bring back in the spiritual weapon to go behind this guy. I think he's in range for.
I'm just gonna.
Oh no, I can't do it. It's that far. Sorry, it'll have to be here.
Yeah, you can put it there and then move it 20.
Yeah, so it'll go there, and then it'll just 20 foot forward and slam into the. I can just about make out there's someone here.
Yeah, so you can see that one in front of you there, or the one over here. So you can attack them with spiritual weapon.
Yeah, so it'll come in at 60, and it'll catapult to this one, who I can't see much of the details on, but I'm certainly aware there's someone there.
Mm-hmm.
So we will hit him with the big spectral fist.
A sneaky fisting.
There's nothing sneaky about this.
This is,
It's a
this is
50-foot
turning
run up.
this is turning into the Humblewood game where it's all pulling off and fisting. So yeah. Sorry, children. Yeah.
So Richard, the only common thing between those two games is you and me.
Yeah. What does that tell you?
And the fisting.
12 to hit? I don't think we'll hit, will it? Can I use the
Well-
bless on that before you?
You can use a bless if you like.
I would like to use the bless on that. So goodbye, chat to bless. And that will.
Oh my god.
Nope.
No, 13 is not enough to hit.
Can I bless
That's
him?
fine.
I have some blesses.
Yeah, but if you want to burn a bless, go for it.
Oh, okay. I'll give you one of my blesses. Sure, I had 2, so I'll give you one.
Okay.
I'll be like, aim higher, aim higher.
Let's get 3 or more.
Am I rolling or are you rolling this?
Oh, you go ahead.
You want me to roll it? Okay, so I need a 3 or higher on that bless.
Stop aiming for the ass.
Yeah.
Yes.
Teamwork.
Into
That's
a hit
12
or-
points of force damage as that thing just catches him. Let me throw that token on so you can see where it's ended up. That'd be a thing, wouldn't it? So that's ended up there, give or take. And then I will. So that was my bonus action. Action then to Sacred Flame. The Sacred Flame or Toll the Dead? Let's Toll the Dead on that one more to the north of everyone.
All right, to the northernmost one. He needs to make a wisdom save. Yeah, he's going to fail with a 4.
Lovely. That's 10 necrotic damage upon him. Punked him. On him.
Punked.
Level 2 spells go down 1. And that is my turn. Thank you.
All right. They now go. So this one is going to run up to Greg. Let's just move that dead one out of the way. We'll say he landed somewhere back there.
Just for interest's sake, because I'm going to do it again, if that guy fell 20 feet, will he land prone on his feet?
He would have landed prone.
Cool.
So would he have been able to get the crag without bashing?
Yes, he was like 15 feet away from you.
Yeah.
Damn it.
All right, so that's going to take him to there.
Oh no.
All right. So this guy's just going to run past the...
Wait, do you guys know
Sorry,
whether I've
movement.
used the monkey or not?
Yes,
Yeah,
you did.
Yes, you have.
In the previous fight.
I was expecting it to be a stop on the way fight. I didn't think it would be the full
I
point.
think it was a sleet suit. You always blow your wad early, man.
And then, Craig, they are the 3 right next to you are going to attack you recklessly.
Oh, they're fucking barbarians, you bastards.
Oh.
So that's a 16 on the first one,
Miss?
22,
Nah.
and I'm sorry, I just need to make a quick screenshot quick.
Oh no.
Oh,
Ooh.
Ilian, are you in
Never a good
range to
sign.
do the thing?
Because
Good thing.
I just rolled a double net 20.
The cancel. Isn't the range in the cancel like 60 feet?
Don't think it is,
You wanted to
sadly.
kill me in this episode.
yeah.
No,
yeah.
I did not. I said you're probably going to die. I never said one thing
No,
about
but
killing you.
it's a 3-foot range,
Yeah.
so.
I'll take the hits. So only 2.
All right. So for the first hit, Craig, you take 18 points of slashing damage.
Down to 9.
You did
And
have temporary hit points, remember?
Not anymore. Oh, I did actually.
You did. Everyone had temporary hit points at the end of the... I don't know whether they were, but everyone did have them.
Yep. It was 10, I think. It's 10. I have 10 temporary hit points. So yeah, everybody got them.
I thought they had them on there.
on the crit, you
Whatever.
take 26 down to 13 slashing damage. The one that couldn't make it to you is just going to chuck a hand axe at you.
Welcome,
20
Stafford Boris. Thanks for the follow, bud.
Oh, thanks, man. The one is throwing a hand axe at you. That's a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
You are going to take
Probably not too much damage.
9 points
So that's what, 4?
down to 4.
Yeah, I'm fine.
That's their turn.
Considering they
Alright.
crit, I'm doing all right.
Only one of them was a crit. Luca, you are now close enough. You abruptly hear the chanting stop.
Oh no.
Like, wait, keep going, don't stop, work, no.
I'm
All
just
right.
checking. Did I get skipped?
Uh,
I think you
You
did.
did?
you were supposed to go before them, yes, so you can go.
Okay, that's it. Carry on.
I mean, is that your dash as well?
That's all I can do. Like,
Is that a double move?
That's all I can
Did you
do.
just not get attacked? That was great.
Do you have a bonus action?
All right.
No,
I'm going to delay also until all the attacks go against another character, and then I'll move up.
Yeah. I feel like that Nat 20 should go to Madman because of that.
No. So,
Greg,
what?
just remember you have a +2 to armor score, hey?
Yeah.
Right, all right, guys, clench up. I think the spell is going to come off now.
So,
Summoning.
Oldman, actually, all of you can see the storm that has begun to build, above this area, begin to localize and begin to swirl.
Alien, cast
And-
counter spell. Do it.
If you had to guess, this would probably be the center point of
Do
the storm.
we recognize this as something we've seen before?
On this stream, no.
Okay.
Thanks for the follow, No Nostols. Much appreciated.
I just want to check the radius quickly. If you give me
Oh,
two
at least it's from what I can assume. Then, if it's probably called lightning, but,
You got raided as well.
Oh, nice.
Excellent.
Hey, cool. Thanks, guys.
And Elliot
Appreciate
got a
it.
bless from Freya.
Hey, thank you.
It's his first ever because he's not been here since we did lessons.
All right,
I
so
was here.
Just
you
wasn't on
guys
stream.
should be able to see the radius.
I don't like that radius. It's a big radius.
Yeah, they're gonna. No, they're gonna do the full 30 feet. They're gonna step out to there, and the storm cloud seems to move with them.
God damn it.
Magna and Craig, you can feel the hairs on the back of your neck beginning to stand up,
No, I
almost
can't.
like just before the start of a thunderstorm.
Yeah.
You forget I'm a Goliath. I have no idea. I don't know what that feels like. I have no idea.
Can we see a bigger picture of him?
Your rat whiskers start to get straight.
No, I'm not Krat anymore. Krat is dead.
The whiskers stayed though.
Nah,
Okay.
You're not
Krat's
Krat
shaken
anymore.
off. No, I've not been
No,
Krat
you've
for a
got
while.
Craig anymore.
Oh shit!
Oh, you can
It's
kill me now.
Walter Vecna. What the hell?
Nah, it looks like fucking Gore the Godslayer.
Yeah, a little bit.
Aren't they like
He's gonna
the
slay the
butcher.
gods. Kill him.
God butcher.
Warlock,
You gotta
Warlock
put
of
it the right name.
Ukatoa? Yeah.
If he has the
but-
Necro Sword, I call dibs. Just saying.
Can both of you please make deck saves, please?
Yeah, cool. I get danger sense. I have advantage.
Craig and Magna.
Plus, you get a 3 on top. Don't forget.
Nice.
All right. Magna, you fail.
Oh,
22.
what?
Craig, you succeed. So, Craig, you will take
Halved again because I have the cloak thingy.
28.
You assume it's
40.
electricity.
You take 7 points lightning damage.
Yeah.
Magna, you take
A lot because he's covered in that
You
metal.
you take 28 points of lightning damage.
Not gonna lie, thematically it makes sense that he'd get hit considering he's like a massive, lump of armor now.
And I think that's going to be his turn.
Wait, I haven't done this for a while, but don't I have something to do with?
Yeah, you can reduce damage to half with your shields, I think, as a reaction.
Yeah, as a reaction.
Last
Leave
time I
it for
remember,
this turn, and I'll look it up in the meantime.
last time I remember you doing that was when we got fireballed with the skull.
Craig, what would you like to do?
Well, see, this guy's a problem, but I don't want to get attacked by loads of these guys trying to get to these guys. So I'm gonna have to start killing these guys. So I'm gonna go reckless with a bit of great weapon master thrown in. So the necrotic damage. It's a 15, but I'm going to throw on a bless on that one. So that's a 15, 19 to hit.
18.
18,
Yeah.
sorry. That's bad.
Which one are you attacking again?
This guy.
All right.
There's a plus 10 on that because I went great weapon.
So that's 10, 20. And are you doing your
Divine Fury, I will now.
Divine Fury?
Second there. My laptop was dying, so I didn't want it to. That's another 9 points of radiance on top of the necrotic.
All right, he's still up.
Yeah, not for long. I'm going to hit him again.
Mhm.
If anyone has more blessings to give, I'll take them.
A pimping for blesses.
Nah, get
You don't need
fucked.
them.
All right. That's definitely a hit.
He's dead, I assume. Because that's plus 10 on top of all that damage there. So
Let's see. That's
Why are you only
13,
getting 1d6 on a crit?
16, 26.
yeah, actually, it's only doing 1d6 for the crit. It should be doing 2. Because it's a great sword. It's 2d6.
Yeah, just roll another 2d. Just roll another d6.
Nice.
All right, so that's 13. That's 22 plus another 2. 24. It's 34. Yeah, that's enough to kill him.
I don't know how to fix that crit. 2d6.
I will fix it. Don't stress.
Oh, I fixed one of them anyways. So yeah, that guy's gone, and I have 2 more attacks because I'm hasted and I killed the guy with Great Weapon Master. So
So you get your hasted attack now.
and my Great Weapon Master bonus action attack. So this is gonna be fun. This guy on front of me, the sword, the light flicks from like the pure black glow, and that one misses.
Yeah, that definitely misses.
So as it switches over, it just kind of throws him off balance, and then it goes through, and then he swings at the same guy again for another crit.
What?
So that's 21, 31, 33. Which one
Okay.
again? Big
This
M?
guy, the healthier guy.
All right, he's still up.
Not for long. And that will be my turn.
All right, Luca, what are you doing?
It's like Ilian's my good luck term. I haven't critted in ages.
What does the lightning dude in the back look like he's doing, or what like they're doing? Are they running around? Are they about to cast spells? Because it looks like last turn all they did was move and didn't do anything, right?
Last turn, from what you can tell, he finished the ritual, cast another spell, and moved.
Okay. I don't know if I should engage these dummies or if I should go after the bad guy. I think I'm going to run up to this. I'm going to run up to this wagon and hide behind it, and then pop up and try to shoot someone with advantage. What are my odds of that working?
Depends on your stealth.
Okay. I'm really good at stealth, so I should be okay. Here we go. Stealth. Boom.
As if you're at least
26.
half rogue.
Cool. You are
It's
hidden.
as if I was a half rogue. I'm a full rogue, thank you very much. And then I'll kind of pop up with my spider climb on top of the wagon and shoot. I'd like to try to shoot this guy in the back just to see if I can surprise him.
All right, go for it.
Make him drop
Kinda go-
concentration to get that damage.
Yeah, sure. I just want to see what this whirlwind of air is going to do to my arrows. So I turn on advantage.
Is there air?
Advantage, sneak attack, Falcon's bow. Jesus.
Jeez.
Yeah, so he's going to use his reaction to cast shield.
Oh
Bastard.
wow. Okay. I'm going to use the bless to increase it by no. I feel like that's not going to work anyway. Okay,
No,
never
probably
mind.
not.
Okay, we're good.
All right.
I'm like, I think he's pretty easy to hit. Like my arrow kind of like was going to miss anyway, and he kind of like, eh. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, so kind of think, ancient Egyptian loincloth style. That's basically what he's wearing, and there's, a bit of seaweed and things covering him.
Yeah.
That's
Like, hey,
about
you should have cast mage armor.
Did you?
Maybe he
And
did.
then I'll drop and I'll drop back down again out of sight, but I won't be technically stealthed, but I'll be out of sight.
100%.
You're not cool,
Ilya.
though.
I'll move up to there,
Mhm.
and then I'll bounce a little red globy off my hand twice and chuck it. So fireball.
Aliens' hands
Initially
must
thingy.
stink. We don't have one running with fireball, do we?
What?
Yeah, we don't have a spell template there, I don't think, John. We don't have any of them.
No, I don't have spell templates.
That is game.
My
When we
measuring
do that-
thingy disappeared.
When we move over to Foundry,
That's some nice
there will be
templates.
templates. There are some awesome templates.
So yeah, chat. If you one of these streams, if it looks really off, weird, but cooler at the same time, it's because we're going to Foundry.
Should
Can't
probably
go to
take me
Foundry,
another,
man. I'm
take
trying
me
to bribe.
another 2 weeks to get everything over.
My measuring thingy disappeared, but I'll cast
It's a-
Fireball to include these two guys and the spellcaster,
All
and then
right.
just as much to this building as I possibly can, just for in case someone's there.
All right. So they're going to
Just to
make
blow
some
the
dex
building up.
saves.
Wait,
He gets it.
did we tell him that there's kids missing?
No, you didn't.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, guys!
Welcome
I'm
to
barely
the
back.
Welcome to the Wizards Blowing Up Children Club.
It's okay. I think they were dwarven children.
All right.
Elian the Dwarf Slayer.
The priest succeeds.
Who's
Uh,
okay?
he
So who
He
succeeds?
succeeds with the priest. He succeeds with an 18.
I'm gonna flash Silverish eyes. Hair stands up. He needs to make a reroll, please.
You're using your reaction.
I'm using Chronal Shift. Yeah.
All right. Let's roll another dex save. That's a 60. What's your DC?
Fucking 16.
All right. So he still succeeds. The
Bang.
two berserkers are going to make their dex saves at advantage. That's a 20 and a 19.
Yeah,
So-
probably taking time to kill them though.
15,
Take 17 damage.
17. Everyone takes 17. You take 17. You take 17.
17 for everyone in the audience.
Oh, wait, where's my free car?
You need to find it. It's under your seat.
What? This fucker's still alive? You bastard.
He's barely alive. He's charred. He's bloody.
Craggle like Magnar, leave that one to me. I'll get an extra attack when I kill him.
Alduin, what are you doing?
Cool. So bonus action, the spiritual weapon will chase down the priest. We'll try again.
The spellbook.
It's the fist, like,
I just imagine it walks on it's like two of its fingers and then it just hops back up.
So that is a 27 to hit
27 definitely hits.
for 10 force damage.
All right.
imagine
What's his
it like
concentration doing?
Kermit, but without the green sleeve.
I will tell you now.
Yeah, there's just a little guy in a green suit running by. You're just like, pay no attention, pay no attention.
How
Wizard
does
sleeve.
a 22 sound?
Huh. That's interesting for sure.
He's a beefy boy.
He's
he
a
is.
priest. This is illegal.
Okay. So for the sheer hell of it, I'm going to try and cast banishment on him.
All right. So what does he need to do?
He will need to take a charisma saving throw.
All right. Interesting. That is going to be a 17. He's got
I
a
will.
plus
Can I use
2
my
to charisma.
bless? I can't use my bless to change that.
No,
can I?
you can't. You can't use a bane.
Can't use it as a bane. Okay.
Unfortunately, not.
Christian, new idea. Add the option for players to give banes to DMs.
Christian,
DMs, no.
sub note to that. Bane option for players as well. That's cheaper than the one to give Bane to players.
No. Make it so that the DM can give bane, not the chat though. Because Linda will just spam banes on
Cool.
us.
That's my turn then. In that case.
All right. Magnar, what would you like to do?
Okay, first thing is bonus action. I am going to heal myself a little bit.
Hey, he's laying on hands in public. Get him.
No, I am not. Why is that not rolling? Oh, there
Are
we
you
go.
fisting? Are you?
Oh,
are you
for
touching?
Nice.
Are you
I
touching-
heal for 2
What?
points.
Wow.
Grand.
Oh, what?
Okay, and then I'm going to run up to this guy. I'll let you do whatever you feel you need to do.
All right. So that is going to be. Two of them are gonna swing at you.
I figured as much.
With great axes. Bonk. 24 to hit
Just
and 16 to hit.
misses.
All right. You take 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah. Now we're gonna take 2 attacks on this guy anyway. First one, 22 for 10 slashing.
Is a hit.
Second one is a 14 for 9 slashing, but I'm going to use a bless because I feel like I can hit better.
All right.
15.
Misses, unfortunately.
I think
So he's
that would
gonna-
happen.
He's going to take the 10 points of slashing, and I'm going to make another concentration check for him. DC 10. Please roll. Thank you. Yeah, he's going to fail with a 6.
Nice.
I rolled a natural 1 and a 3.
Actually, I owe you one as well. I forgot. 17. When I got hit by the lightning.
17, you got hit for 26, so it's a DC 13, so you're fine.
Cool.
Also, Richard, stop abusing Solo in chat. He is the only person here who has more power than the DM, so let's not.
I know he's telling me he's saying how great Foundry is, and I'm like, no, I can never quit Roll20.
But it's
too much
superior.
invested.
It's superior in every way, though.
So yeah,
Redact that if we ever get a Roll20 sponsorship. I just said nothing that you don't know. But still, as of right now, you know.
no, this one's going to run up there.
Of course he is.
Wait, did you leave my
He's
range?
going to go.
No.
No, I just moved him to the wrong space. I wanted to have him go after Magnar rather. But this one
He's going to probably hit me and die.
is going to run up to there.
Oh, there's another. Fuck you, you sneaky fuck.
And this one
Spare barbarians.
is going to run up to there. They had to dash, unfortunately, to get there.
I'll kill the guys.
But the one behind you, Magnar, is going to take a shot at you.
Okay.
With his great axe at advantage. 23.
Just.
I thought you were 24 with your
No.
shield face. Huh?
23
All right.
just.
15 points of slashing damage.
15.
Yeah, 1
Yep.
5.
Yep.
The 2 that didn't have to move, Craig, are going to go reckless on you again.
They already have advantage because I went reckless. They don't have to.
They don't know that.
No, fair. I'll get advantage without going reckless next time.
24 to hit and a 12 to hit.
24 hits. The 12, like, Crag just like...
7, so down to 3 points of damage.
So, like, Crag is just very disappointed in this. He's like, you call yourselves a barbarian?
Well, no, they didn't, but...
No, John did. And Crag knows what a reckless... Crag knows what a barbarian looks like. He's just disappointed.
All right. The DM will remember that. Can Magnar, you hear the priest begin to chant yet again.
Can I stick my fingers in his mouth?
You can try. He will bite you.
Hey, Tom, do you still have the pig whistle?
Luca, you still have comprehend languages up.
Yeah, it lasts an hour and it's not concentration, so I'm just like,
All right. He's this time it's primordial.
okay.
You do basically. He is appealing to the Kraken to give him strength, and I need everyone to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh god, it's Phil McCracken. Okay.
What's charisma again? Sorry, wisdom, is it? Oh, no.
No, charisma saving throw is charisma.
Right, I was thinking about a kraken. I was like, what the fuck?
I effed it
All
up.
right.
20 for Magnar.
Luca, you fail. Ilian, you fail. Craig, you fail.
I re-rolled that using my thingy because I
you-
figured 11 would be a fail when you said Luca was failed, so I clicked it again. One rage.
All right. You succeed then. So Craig, Aldwin, and Magnar, you are fine. Luca and Ilian, you are frightened.
Oh, fuck.
Oh man. Wait, hang on.
Frightened of who?
If that's a fear effect, I think I have advantage on fear saves.
You do have advantage
because
on
I am a
fear.
brave halfling. Let me just.
I'll let you reroll.
I will fail this one a second time. 13.
You fail the second time.
Shit. Hang on, 13. I'm gonna use my last bless. I think I don't want to be afraid of this guy. So I think I created a button for bless from chat. Yeah, boof. 3. So 16 charisma
takes
save.
it up to a 16, which is exactly what you needed.
Yeah.
All right, that was that ability. Magnar, the priest is then going to reach out and try to touch you in a bad way.
Give me on this now where he touched you.
Is there a good way to be touched by a priest?
You know what? No, he's not going to do that. He's going to rather cast a spell. I mean, you're just one guy. There's 3 guys back there.
2.
He begins chanting again, and Luca, Ilian, and Alduin.
Hey, do you have that thing that starts with a C?
As you look down at the ground, you can see it begin to warp and distort and blacken as tentacles rise up from the ground.
We have arts black tentacles. All right, what do we have to do? How do we workshop this? How do I not get killed by black tentacles?
So basically, that entire area is going to become difficult terrain. Where's my drawing tool? There's my drawing.
I feel like this is one of those spells that's not going to allow me to make a dex save, but some other shittier save.
5, 10. So he's going to basically, I'm just going to put it there so that I can move it. But he's basically going to hit all 3 of you with it. So it's basically going to go there. When the creature enters the affected area for the first time on the start of its turn, the creature must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take damage.
Dexterity saving throw, you say?
Do you want to make us do the save when it's cast, or wait until our turn starts?
I've already rolled the damage, so it's going to happen on your turn. So, Craig, what would you like to do? You've got some friends to play with.
Oh, I'm going to start hitting them in the face. So these guys went well, I don't know that, but like I'm not going to go reckless. And then I'm going to hit them in the face with a great weapon master of necrotic damage. If that'll roll. So that's a 21 for...
Which one were you attacking?
This one.
The
one with the most health.
Of the 2 at the top? Or...
Yeah, the 2 that went reckless. Yeah.
All right, so that is 23 plus another 10 is 33.
Yeah, so that's necrotic damage, 23 necrotic damage and 10 radiant.
All right, that is enough to kill it.
Cool, and then the next one is getting sliced in half as well. So same again. 20 for 24 damage.
All right, that is more than enough to take care of him.
Third guy is getting hit in the face too. Where are they going? So 15, I don't think that hits, does it?
15 does not hit.
Cool. And then my last bonus action attack is I killed someone. It's a 19.
19 hits.
Yeah, and then that'll be 23 necrotic.
All right, he's still up though.
Cool.
Luca, can you give me a dex save, please?
Yeah, I can do dex save. Normal chance, dexterity. Yep, 13.
All right, you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage and you are currently restrained.
Okay, hang on. That's my temp hit points are gone.
I hate that spell so much. Like to be used against. It's just
okay, to be used against this. Yeah. All right, so I am going to Bonus action. Is it a bonus action to cast this spell? Yes. Bonus action. I cast Misty Step. Like I'm gonna look back. I'm gonna look back at Elian. Hey. And I'll cast Misty Step and get out of there. And,
Whoa.
You're right back.
I copied that. I copied that from your spellbook, and I'm gonna go 30 feet because it's a 30-foot range to here.
Let's go. That wasn't in my spellbook. God damn it.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna teleport to here and pull out my magic
Stab.
rapier and stab that dude.
All right, go for it. Get all the things.
Yeah, so my rapier. So I have all the things. I have advantage. I have my rapier. AC 27 for 18 damage.
All right,
Yeah,
that's
these guys have
definitely a hit.
These guys have tons of hit points, but anyway.
I think they're raging. To be fair, from the sounds of things.
No, they don't, I didn't give them the rage ability.
Okay.
Well, these two guys
overkill.
ran up. These two guys haven't attacked yet. Okay, I could move, but I'm not going to move, so that's it. I'm done.
Alien, you are frightened. Please make a dex.
What does that mean again?
You can't move towards him, and you
Got
have
this
disadvantage
closer.
on attack rolls.
On all attack rolls while the source of your fear is with insight. All right, you take 10 points bludgeoning damage, and you are restrained. Would you also like to Misty Step?
6. No. I first need to make a con save, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
See if Craig gets stunned.
Oh, that would be funny.
Oh, thank fuck.
20.
What
Stop.
else?
Grimes looks back over his shoulder. Stop getting hit. I don't want to knock out.
Yeah, his haste flickers. I also made my save to keep my
Yeah, I saw
spider
yours.
Yeah.
Then, you know what? I'll pull a little bit of crimson energy out of my chest. Go, "Ugh," and send it towards
Drop the
Craig.
juice. Kill yourself
it's
again.
gonna
Go for it.
be life transference.
You take half
Emo-
damage. Oh, it could be worse.
Emo with
I
it.
take 20, you get 40.
Oh, fuck. I thought you took half damage and I got full of it. Jesus Christ.
You're going to have to
powerful.
save again.
Yeah, give me another con
Didn't
save.
think about that, hey? Didn't think about that at all. I haven't played D&D in so long.
You
DC
fool!
10.
Oh, no!
I get stunned.
no!
Alien, does anyone want to give Alien a bless?
He does have one. He got one right at the beginning from Freya.
Yes, you
Oh,
did.
wait, I
Freya
got
gave you a
Can I
bless.
use the blast?
You have to roll
You
a
can
four.
use
Yeah,
the
roll a
bless.
four.
You have to roll a 4.
1d4.
If you warcaster, you get advantage.
Oh, you
7.
suck.
No, he's a roommate caster. Roommate casters don't get advantage on concentration.
Greg's like, oh yeah, me healed you. Oh, fuck you, asshole.
Cool. Craig is stunned. Alien is currently grappled or restrained. And Aldwin, can you make a dex
Frightened.
save, please? And
I don't
frightened.
suppose there's any
Alien-
kind of
Sorry,
draconic
Aldwin.
thing involved in this.
None. Alien,
None.
give me another charisma save. I forgot. You get a charisma save at the end of your turn.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
He.
Still frightened. Aldwin, you managed to avoid the tentacles.
Yeah, I do. Does
so-
it, at a quick
so,
glance, is it like these
mhm.
tentacles would carry on inflicting damage, or is it like they're just now restraining?
Give me an Arcana check.
Haha! I am excellent at Arcana, like all clerics.
Yeah.
Well, some clerics are.
See?
There is an entire
Excellent.
domain.
I mean,
Clerics.
it should be safe to walk through.
Sure. I'm not planning to walk through it though. That seems silly. So hold my sign. The sphere of twilight comes out. Bonus action, I rise into the air, and then we're just going to float over these things.
Yeah, as you begin to float over them, you can see the tentacles reaching for you.
Down, get off. 13. So settings. Or a 1 if you need to show that to the rest of the players. John.
Yeah, 100%.
So let me just mark those. So that is that one.
Should be able to see it.
and that one. So we're going 5 foot in the air and then 25 foot forwards. 5, 10, 15, 25. I can't. 10, 15, 20, 25. That'll not quite get Magna. Damn it. Next turn.
No.
10, 15, 20. No, I can't manage it. Not with having taken flight that turn as well. That's my turn.
Move 30 the second for the dash?
No, because I've had to go up to get above the tentacles first.
You went up 5 on the first one, and then you dashed, so wouldn't you have 30 from the dash?
No, I didn't dash.
Oh, did you?
Because it's an action to that, and then bonus action to fly.
Yeah.
So we should argue about how in 5th edition all circles are squares.
We are not going there. That's my turn, thank you.
Brian, you want to watch this Team 4-star? Every square makes a circle. Every square makes a circle.
What would you like to do, Begna?
I'm just going for the attack on this mage. So 19 for 6 damage.
Hits.
And 16 for 8 damage.
The 16 you will cast shield again.
Damn it. That's me.
All right. So they know Craig is stunned. They can see he's stunned.
I'm a helpless little halfling. Attack me.
Craig is just twitching. His eye is just twitching. He's like...
Yeah, they're going to split their attacks.
Yeah.
Well, I was kind of kidding, but okay.
Hit the short one. Hit the short one.
So Craig... 70... No, you're not.
No, what rage? Stun knocked
Rage
out,
drops if you stunned. It's basically like concentration. You
Oh,
can't
shit.
concentrate on it while you're stunned.
Yeah, fair.
17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Is that not an auto crit because he's stunned?
No, stunned is
No, it's not
advantage.
paralyzed.
He's not paralyzed.
Yeah, that's only unparalyzed. 15 slashing damage to Craig. I keep rolling max damage on their attacks.
Good for you.
My heart's bleeding for you.
Luca, 17 to hit you.
I will shield it away.
All right.
My eyes turn silver and it just boom, bounces off. I hope.
That does bounce off.
Spell slot.
And then attacking Magnar. 24 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Magnar, you take 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
The priest Magnar is going to tell you, firstly, he's going to tell you that you shouldn't have come here, and then he is going to reach his hand out to you. Does a 25 hit?
It does.
Is that a spell, though?
No, it's an attack.
Okay.
The world's gonna know that you scratched my nuts.
As you say that, Magnar, there is a thunderous boom as you take 27 points of thunder damage.
That's not a spell?
It's not a spell.
Oh. Yeah, Magnar is just rest in pieces. Jesus.
The last thing you hear, Magnar, is him laughing as he begins to walk away.
Cool.
And that is his turn. Craig, you're you're still stunned.
Yeah, I'm not up. Craig's just standing there. He's like...
He's stunned until the end of his turn, yeah. Oh,
Yep.
God.
Luca, what would you like to do?
I look at Magnar. Does the barbarian look like he's going to be pounding on Magnar on the ground, or like is he? Can I incite him or figure out what he's going to do to Magnar?
Yeah, you can give me an insight check.
I am skilled at insight.
Gonna give me a colostomy.
Probably not. 18.
Yeah, I mean, he looks pretty keen on killing Magna at this point.
Fuck me. Okay, I'm going to go over there and stand. I've done this before. I'm going to go stand on Magnar and fight this asshole.
Did you disengage?
I'm going to go bonus action.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot to. You know what? Yeah, I can't take swings from two guys. I'm going to bonus action disengage and go over there.
All right.
Hopefully that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, and I'll turn on this guy. I'm always looking through my spells to see if there's anything cool that I can do, and there really isn't, because it's all reaction stuff. So, like I can't command him or do any shit like that.
You took like the best wizard subclass too. Like Sky Wizards are so good.
I'm a total utility wizard. Yeah.
Like just wait until you get to the level where you can cast spells from your magical flying invulnerable spellbook that just goes around zooming. That's gonna be great. Like Lucas is riding on the spellbook and then it's like pew pew.
Yeah, so I'm going to use my action to give a potion to my friend, if that's okay.
Yeah, you can.
So that's a regular potion of healing, of which I now have none.
If you've got them, burn them.
No, drink them. Don't burn them.
Yeah.
All right, Magna, you recover 5 HP.
And then I am going to stand on my... Well, I'm going to... Yeah, I'll...
Stand on him.
I'm still gonna stand on him so that a bad guy has to get through me to attack my down friend.
All right. Alien, you firstly at the start of your turn,
Oh no.
You take 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Oh, they do hit people. Oops.
No, but look at his token.
What?
He's feared. He's held. He can't move up. He's yeah.
1.
And then Alien, you are currently restrained.
Okay, I'll bonus action Misty Step away from this shit.
I also can't see his health bar at the minute, just as a note.
Yeah, we can. I think we can see it on the on.
He's looking pretty bad.
I can't see his or Aldrin's. So...
Yeah, I can never see all this.
There you go.
No,
Ooh, thank you.
And then...
Yeah, Aldrin is
range,
also said to not see.
And I think he was technically not feared during the time that he couldn't see the guy who cast fear on him, but he can see him now.
He was within range because he was standing basically where you are, Luca.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So that wasn't moving closer, so that's fine. What do you want to do, Alien?
I can still Toll the Dead this guy, right?
Yeah, he just...
I can't not attack him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can attack him.
Okay, so sure I want to Toll the Dead.
Wisdom save if you're doing Toll the Dead.
Just want to make sure.
Misty Step's bonus action.
Yeah. Yeah, Toll the Dead.
All right. Wisdom save from him.
Yes, please.
Yeah, he's going to fail with a 10.
So it takes 9 points of damage.
All right. 9 points to necrotic.
And then I get a charisma again, right?
Then you can make another charisma save, yes.
Okay.
Oh, and I didn't finish my move inside the sphere. That's a bummer.
16.
Again.
16?
You save, Alien.
Hey.
You are no longer frightened.
You also get 12 temporary hit points
Thank you very
at
much.
the end of your turn.
I trust you.
Aldrin, what would you like to do?
I can see everyone's looking a little hurt, particularly the wizard behind me. It's not ever great.
No, I'm fine.
You said that before. Last time you said that to me, you collapsed in a mine. I
have a magical cup you're gonna love. So yeah. Wizard likes to hurt himself. He's like...
So 10 foot there gets everyone covered. And that priest has just walked away, calm as you like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so spiritual weapon goes over to him with another intent to smack him about the head.
Gives him good boy head pats.
More like good boy headbats. For 23
A
Or
23 will hit.
for 6 force damage.
All right, he's still up. He's not happy, but he's still up.
Cool. And then we will toll the dead on him.
All right, another wisdom save.
Kill this fucker.
Toll the
I
dead.
hope this guy has a
it's a-
name and he's not like priest or something. 'Cause this guy's pretty badass.
He fails, so he will take 11 necrotic and 8 radiant because I forgot I have blessed strike on my cantrips.
Oh, nice.
Alduin,
That's actually pretty cool.
how do you kill him?
So what you'll see is these all the little bells will appear around it, and it'll form into one large bell that just crushes him in.
And as he crumples to the ground, the storm does not dissipate.
Fuck.
Well, the spell's already gone, though. If you cast on us, at least.
Yeah, there's this. Yeah, but
At least we're not getting
the
hit with
storm
lightning.
above's still there. Okay. Can I see that thing on the water?
I mean, it's technically under the water,
Okay,
but sure,
I
why
can't-
not? You've got a very high passive
so
perception.
I'm aware there's something there. Okay. All right. That's
Cool.
my. I will. No, I need to keep Alien in range. So I'll hold there for now.
Magna, it is your turn.
So I'm laying there with Lucas standing on top of me.
Very
I'm
familiar
going-
sight.
I'm gonna.
I'm sticky, so I'll just stay stuck to you when you get up.
I'm going to pump some lay of hands onto me, and then I'm going to stand up and just shield Luger essentially.
All right. It is then the Berserker's turn. This one is going to step there, and then step there, and then that one is going to step to there. Because why
Already
that?
just the.
Because you
Why
killed their leader.
And then they are going to recklessly attack Aldwin.
Fools.
Sure.
Aldwin 18 to hit
Miss.
and a 15 to hit.
Still miss. That's
Is
I don't
there-
even bother bringing the shield to block it. That's just against the armor clashing away.
The one there by you, Magna, is going to swing at you again.
Okay.
And that's a natural 20.
No, I cancel that. He does
All right.
not get the critical damage. It's a regular hit.
So, Magna, you only take 15 points of damage.
Grand job.
Question, Aldwin. How does the Guardian emblem work? Like, how many uses
So
does
that
do?
essentially, for 1 second, there's just a suit of armor, an armored figure just appears in front and just blocks some of the damage away.
Like,
Have
how
you
many
seen that?
uses of that do you get, like, a day?
I get 3 of those per long rest.
That's sick.
Jeez.
I think we should all get one of those.
Let's all be Twilight clerics.
I think Paladin should get cantrips.
I mean, that's the guard. I had to buy that. I mean, that's not a
Yeah.
part of a guardian. That's just that's a magical item. That one.
Oh, cool.
nice.
Oh.
Craig, what would you like to do? You
So,
are no longer stunned.
Shaking off the stun, Greg is just gonna like growl.
All yours, big guy.
Gonna go back into his rage, but just because thematically he's pretty pissed. And now I'm going to, I'm not gonna reckless, but I'm gonna great weapon master this fucker in the back.
As Freya says,
Hey.
splat.
The first guy, it's 15. I don't think that hits.
A 15 does not hit, no.
Cool. Then the nat 20 will. So he gets. I assume he's not gonna survive a 30 points of damage, necrotic damage.
No, he does not.
Yeah, so Alden, like, the sword kind of, like, I know Alden's up in the air, but it kind of goes up through and probably stops right before Alden's face. This guy rips it back out the back of him and then swings again at the other guy with the great up master bonus.
Just wipe that little bit of blood off my cheek.
It's a 18
18 does
for
hit.
23.
All right. Big hit. Luca, what have you got?
I'm gonna give Magnar a little hug and say, "I'll be right back." And I'm gonna roll out of the shield and just go around this guy and do the old backstab Rooney. So.
All right. All the things again.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go short the rapier and dagger so that I can do the dagger second attack. But rapier, I forgot to turn on advantage. God damn it!
Oh, nice.
That hits.
But to be honest, I should use the first damage, but then now there's sneak attack damage.
That's okay. We'll just work it out on the ones that is there. So that's 17. That's 28, 29.
Yeah.
He's still up.
I'll dagger him with my bonus action dagger. No bonus to damage. I'll turn on advantage this time.
Another not 20. Go on.
AC 21 for 4.
Close enough.
It does hit. He's
Max
still
damage.
up, but he is not happy. He's bleeding out. He's looking badly hurt.
I'm done. I'm like, that storm hasn't stopped, Magnar.
Oh, you better get ready.
All right, Alien.
I'm guessing I don't notice shit. I just see these two guys. I will toll the dead on the one by Magnar.
All right, wisdom save.
Yes,
Barbarians are very wise.
Hey, Greg is 3 decently wise. That's so
and
true.
3 damage.
And
On
he's still
2d12.
Oh,
Anything else, Alien?
Cry.
All right.
No, I'm good.
Your shitty toll the dead rolls didn't change in the 6 months you were
Not
gone.
at all.
You have never done decent damage on the second
With the D12s, yeah.
Yeah, it's always the D10 that's higher damage for you.
Yep.
Aldwin, what would you like to do? You've got one berserker still by you. You've got one that's almost dead between Magnar and Luca.
I don't really want this one guy next to me, if I'm honest. Okay, let's deal with him before we go farther on that. Because I can't do anything about the storm for the minute. So... Much as Crag would like me to just smack him about the face, let's just... Would that work?
The dick. Hit him in the dick with the hammer. It'll
I
kill him.
will toll the dead on that one next to me.
All right. Another wisdom save.
Yeah.
Net 1. You know what? I'm going to double the damage for that.
So that's 2 plus 6. So, and doubled whatever you feel
16.
like applying in whatever way.
Right.
And then bonus action, I will harness divine power, use up my last channel divinity, and regain a spell slot.
All right. Magnar.
Could I also? I'm going to move just to there as well.
Yeah, that's fine. Magnar, what would you like to do?
I want to go for a swing with my sword, making him think I'm going to do that, but then I just want to headbutt him.
Yeah, and I'm striking.
I don't think I have that as a thing.
Just roll. You should be proficient in athletics.
Yeah.
Just roll athletics.
With advantage because you're
With
flanking.
advantage because you're flanking.
I'm not proficient in athletics.
You'll have a
Okay,
hook.
so
you'll
it would be
have,
plus 3, so it'd be 12. Just roll again.
Come on.
Would you not have the bonus from his ogre strength contest as well?
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's
Does that not
strange.
count for strength?
13.
It does include your strength on there, so you'd have.
Like if I did
Look
a
around
strength
again.
roll,
What are you doing?
like
No, it already includes your strength as plus 4.
okay.
So plus
But not
another
the pro.
3. Yeah, so it would have still been a miss, unfortunately.
On the second hit, maybe?
On the one hit, but you just kind of headbutt his abs because that's how tall he is.
Damn it. And I'm assuming as it's a headbutt, it's not going to be 2 strikes like it would be with a sword.
No, I'll give you another attack.
You're still taking the attack action, so you're still.
I really want to headbutt him. I'm going to try again. Why not?
Yeah, go for it.
This time
If
you jump a bit.
If you want, we can keep that 20.
Okay, yeah. I must have
All
damage
right.
roll. So it's 1d4, isn't it?
Yep, 1d4 plus. No, you don't get strength. Do you add strength to it?
No, it's basically 1 plus your strength mod, so it would be 5.
Oh, so yeah, Crag adds the strength because he has the thingies, doesn't he?
But that's okay. He only had 2 HP left.
I realised I headbutt him in the chest, and I realised, oh shit, he's taller than me. So I jump and headbutt him.
You just basically do a
Headbutt him in the nuts.
Yeah.
And that is the end of that berserker. Any movement, Magna?
That's what we call a crackerjack. Yeah, I'm going to go there as backup with Craig.
All right. So yeah, this guy is still a bit angry, so he's going to continue swinging at Aldwin. 17, I don't think it's you, Aldwin.
Ding.
Craig, it's your turn.
Crag is going to step to here, probably crushing his friend's head underfoot, and then he is going to take 2 swings at this guy.
All right.
The Crag's in a bit of a silent rage now. He's pretty annoyed that he got stunned. So
It's 100%. Roll your attacks.
yeah, if they would roll, that'd be great. There we go.
All right. So the first attack,
Would it
16 just hits.
for 19? Let's do so that's 21 points of necrotic damage.
Still up.
Cool. I don't think he will be after this.
That is if you hit.
I hit.
That hits. And that is enough.
Cool. So Crag impales him and he just withers away off the sword.
And as the withered body of this berserker hits the ground, you guys are out of combat.
Am I the only one who's noticed that the priest's body's gone?
No, it's there.
That is where we are going to take our break.
Oh, it's up there. It's up there, right? I thought it was because it was on the edge of the wall.
I also just thought, what the hell did you try to pull a sneaky one on us now?
No, not yet.
I was like, did this fucker fall into the water when he died, and now he's like trying to come back as some super-powered monster?
Power Rangers.
Go,
But that is where we are ending it for now for our break. We will be back in a bit.
Stay tuned, guys, because this is going to be good.
Bollocks.
All right, we are back. Time to jump right back into it. Combat has just ended. Peace has been restored. What are you guys doing?
I'm going to keep floating closer towards the waterfront, about to just before where my spiritual hand is.
All right, that's what Aldwin is doing. What are the rest of you doing before we get back to Aldwin?
Crag is going to rifle through the priest's pockets.
All right, let's see what he has on him.
Is he wearing a Speedo?
Fishbone.
I mean, yeah, you do find a couple of fish bones. There's a lot of seaweed. Seaweed's edible.
Not if it's been wrapped around a creepy sea priest thing. No.
Right,
Pocket seaweed, it's fine. You just need to dry it out a bit. Be aware.
Right, Craig, just give me a medicine check for now. This document's taking forever to load. I'll get back to what you get.
Medicine check? I have never made one of these.
Seaweed is like their version of bacon, right?
Yeah, vegan bacon. That's how I was about to make the joke, but I didn't.
All right, at 15, you'll at least find something.
Just
So
Crag just
get
sticks
me-
his hand in its gills and he's like,
Okay.
I mean, the berserkers were wearing basically leather armors, They've got great axes, a couple of hand axes, but that's about it.
Into the bag of holding.
All right. So yeah, they would be 2, 4, 6, 7.
7 great axes.
On them, yes.
Come on.
Crag is gonna hide
just-
one of those in every room in the house, so the next time we get attacked when we're asleep, there's weapons.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Yeah, Crag is gonna start stashing weapons around the house. Like I found
This is
Crag
a
during the week.
building at the back of me, right?
That is a building, yes.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go fall back to it, sit down, and chug a healing potion. It just says potion. Is that just the normal one? I'm guessing. What is
Yeah, I
that?
think you just had a normal one.
Oh, is it a normal one though? Is it?
I just wrote potion, so I'll take it as a normal one.
John, you
what is
remember the
normal
joke I
potion?
made last session?
Mm-hmm.
You remember the joke I made last session about the spices? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. Alien, make a con save, please.
Okay.
This
What?
is-
Why am I making a con save?
Just do it.
No reason.
Oh.
11.
Frank, you can explain to him what happened.
Have you ever seen Hot Ones?
So Crag has basically taken an entire thing of spice powder, like really, really strong spice powder, and poured it into your healing potion.
Mm.
And so have fun with that.
When did
You
you do
drank-
this?
So you
Ah,
drink
you
hot
don't need
sauce,
to know.
apparently.
Magical time.
Okay, okay.
You don't need to know.
All right. So, Craig, you find a vial of a greenish yellow liquid. Vial's about that big.
Yeah, Crag's just probably really small between Crag's fingers. He's like, I don't want to drink that. Hey, alien, it might make the spice go away.
Fuck off.
No, but check what it does.
All right. Alien, Craig hands you the vial, but before you have time to properly inspect it, Aldwin, give me a perception check.
Can I guide myself for this?
You can, because you were going towards the marsh, I assume, to have a look
Yeah.
around.
I'm looking
Yeah.
towards the storm. Yeah.
All right, Luca, if you're looking towards the storm, give me a perception check as well.
So that's a 24 looking into the water, specifically near where that magic circle is, but that kind of area,
Mm-hmm.
or more specifically
All
towards
right.
where that circle is.
So both of you will notice. You see that the watery marshland begins to bubble and roil. Lightning flashes in the sky, revealing several humanoid forms laying on a muddy marsh island about 60 feet from the shore.
60 feet. Good.
Wait.
Okay.
The waist-high water between the shore and the island suddenly erupts as large watery forms begin to emerge.
Why did
No,
we
I-
say?
Maybe
Wait,
summon
wait,
more
wait.
riding horses.
So I'm just going to
Oh god.
bring you guys back together so that I can copy you over.
Should have healed the
Any chance of a quick heal?
If anyone wants to get in a healing spell quick, I will let that happen.
I have a potion of greater healing that I had on my list but not inventorized, so I can give you that, Magnar.
I'll roll one Twilight Sanctuary, and if anyone needs it higher, they can know what that is, and I'll drop
Yeah.
what I had down a level.
So did you get that, Magnar? Potion of greater healing?
Do you not need it?
Don't need it right now.
Okay.
Aldrin there, we'll put Luca there,
And it's
and
not going to be any good at all.
I can now no longer save anyone, but I want to save you now, Magnar.
the other three of you, Elian, Craig, and Magnar, you can place yourself where you think you were.
Where did the priest die? He was here, wasn't he?
He died on the docks,
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, Crag would have been
Is
around
it-
here.
I was kind of still against the house, just sipping my potion, so I'm gonna be there.
All right, 100%.
What is it? It's like 4d4 plus 4 or something, isn't it? For
Greater
creature?
healing.
For greater, yeah. You add the number of dice you roll, which is where the extra number comes from.
Ah, okay.
It's playing that one. Give me a sec.
Yeah, 4d4 plus 4.
13. Okay, cool.
And I said the water began to
That's better.
erupt.
That's better.
And that is what you can see.
What?
Look good.
Hello.
What are that? Oh no.
If you guys would be so kind.
Are they just different
What?
tokens for the same thing?
There's a bunch of dead guys over there. Oh my god. Okay.
Right.
Should we roll initiative?
Yeah,
You
maybe.
can roll initiative.
Oh, god damn! What?
Is there still a storm, or did this storm kind of like? Did the storm cause these guys to appear and then disappear, or is the storm still kind of going on?
The storm is still there.
I just suck on every dice roll. What the hell? It's just so
You're
bad.
maintaining your character. I love it how you do.
I wouldn't mind, but it's my
I
character
believe
in
it.
every game.
I believe in you, Magna.
I mean, you, Ryan, your character.
Oh,
This is
my
your...
character, yeah. I'm the worst NPC of all time.
You're still
For the
slow
best,
from
you make everyone else look better. You're always bigging people up because
You're still slow from the whiskey burns, okay? It's the
In
whiskey
fairness, I
burns.
do try to make other people feel good. So, yeah, all right, I'll take that.
All right, let's sort this in descending order. Ilian, you are up first.
I'm just going like, oh, for fuck's sakes. I'm
Welcome
gonna
back.
cast greater invisibility on myself.
All right.
100%.
Oh, yeah,
Ilian
how's
goes. Ilian goes invisible.
And in fairness, he's on what, like 7 HP or something? I don't blame him.
Anything else, Ilian? That was an action.
I assume he goes somewhere, but we don't know.
Yeah, I'll go to the. Well, I'll stand up from the house and move to where I am now.
All right, good to know. Aldwin, what would you like to do?
does the one in the middle look a bit more of a challenge than the other two at a quick glance?
At a quick glance, the two to the sides look less of a humanoid shape than the one in the middle.
But I couldn't tell anything more than that. All right. I'm going to cast my holy symbol and I'm going to attempt to banish the one in the middle.
All right, so that is what the ones at the side look like.
Come on.
Well, hello.
And then that is what the one in the middle looks like.
Ah.
Your monsters always look so cool. I love it.
Thank you.
Ding.
That's actually the standard art for them.
These are normal monsters. What's wrong with you?
Doesn't mean they're not still cool looking.
So charisma saving throw from the one in the middle, please.
Oh, they cannot be charismatic. They're fucking elementals.
Charisma save.
Yep.
It disappears.
Lovely. Just looking at them, I'm going to suggest everyone heads back a little ways.
I would also say that take 4 of your steps of light
Okay.
for the time that has passed.
Oh, right. Sorry. So that would also be on the toilet sphere as well. Okay. Goes down to 3 and to 3. Yeah, I'm still going to suggest to everyone that moving back from the edge might be an idea.
Does
I'm
Magnar
gonna
still
move.
have to try the fish talking?
Why?
That'd be funny. That'd be funny.
Water-based. Could
Yeah,
they,
they-
can
they
go
look
to
like fish.
land? I'm just.
All right.
If they pull you into the water, we're in trouble.
Right.
Yep. We're going to
That's-
die.
Work on the principle that I can't swim. Well, I can swim, but not in armor. So yeah, I've gone back to there.
Just walk
But
on
I'm
the
leaving,
bottom.
and the spiritual weapon's gone forward. And it's now doing this to them.
All right. You do hear a ungodly howl erupt from the 2 remaining ones. And it is going to go, seeing as you have now provoked them.
What?
This
We provoked
one
them?
Are they going after Aldwin?
is going to go there. No,
shit.
they're not that smart. This one is going to go there.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And Luca against you.
No.
21 to hit.
When you want to hit, I will use my shield spell. Hang on, let me look at my slots. Yep, I'm using a shield spell. Plenty more where those came from. Yep. Boom, it bounces off.
As it lashes out with just kind of like the pseudo pot of water that
yes.
where you think its chest would be.
Yeah. I jump back as water splashes on the deck. Oh, I don't want to get my feet wet.
This one's a 23 to hit Magnar.
Hits.
Oh.
All right.
It's time to get wet, boys.
Magnar, you take 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
19.
1-9.
Fuck. Okay.
And you are currently grappled and pulled 5 feet towards it.
Oh no.
Sweet. Let's do it.
You
Wait, I
are
can
now.
still attack with grapple, right? I just can't move.
Yes, you can still attack with grappled.
Okay.
Just going to put
So
some.
what did I just
markers
say,
on there.
Magna? What are you doing there? What? Come on.
Because I had time, right? So G.
And as you are pulled off the docks and into the water, it forces you face down first into the water.
Can I use a reaction? Not well. No, it's all right. It's a speaking reaction, but I don't know if it counts.
You could try to say something before you go under.
I say it when I go under.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say, breathe, and a bubble goes around my head, and I can breathe in my bubble.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, you got the thingy from the dragon there, is it?
Yeah, I got the cap of water breathing. Yeah.
Like I thought you were going to say something dumb like "Fly, you fools!" and I would have like attacked you. I would have attacked you. Yeah.
Like,
Yes, I'm like,
you got that ages ago.
That is good to know. I will make an intelligence check for that one.
That's
its
brilliant.
next turn.
It's like, why won't he drown?
I'm just like, well, I'm gonna wash while I'm in here. Yes, clean my hair.
I love
Do you
that.
move?
I'm definitely
gonna-
clipping that later.
Are you going to move it? Are you going to move adjacent to it?
Yeah.
Do not clean your hair. If you take off the cap, you will start drowning again.
So I'm like there, am I right?
Yeah. Well, we'll say there. It basically just
Okay.
pulled you 5 feet towards it.
Sweet.
Luca, it is your turn.
Okay, so technically, then this creature is adjacent to my friend.
Technically, it is now. Yes.
Do I see the bubble go around his head? I'm like, no, Magnar.
I mean, you heard him say breathe and then go under the water.
Yeah, I don't know anything about. Can I make a perception roll to know that he's not drowning? Because if I
yeah,
think he's
give me-
drowning, I'm gonna
Give me a perception check.
Because if I know he's drowning, I'm gonna do something different. Or if I think he's drowning, 23.
Yeah, he looks fine for now.
Okay, I'm like, okay, good, good. Bonus action, I'll disengage because I feel like this creature has a 10-foot reach.
Mhm.
And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to shoot this one with my bow and hope that it can be hurt by a magical bow. So I feel like I'll have a normal chance to hit. Do I get sneak attack? Because Magnar is technically not incapacitated and in melee distance from the creature.
He's not. Yeah, you'll get sneak attack.
Okay, because I'm happy to just do regular damage. Well, I mean, wouldn't be happy, I'd be like, hey, people, get in the comments.
You gave me a sneak
Right.
attack. Use it.
Yeah, so I will use Falcon's bow. AC 25 for 22 piercing damage from a magical weapon.
Definitely hits.
Ooh,
And I'm done.
that did a lot of damage.
All right, Craig, what would you like to do?
See,
And I'm
all
gonna
the
shout.
time-
I'm gonna shout. I think Magnar's okay. I think he's got like a helmet on or something.
Oh. Crag will like turn his head to Owen. He's like, do I go out? What? Like,
Hold
just
your
go
breath if they get you. I'm not.
Yeah.
You're not going to listen to me what I say.
Get
anyway.
away from the edge.
You said run.
When
Crag
have
is
you
gonna-
ever listened to anyone in the party? Probably Luca.
Sometimes. And Crag will then run
Really?
at the one. Crag will run at the one that's grappling Magnar and start swinging at it.
But don't do that. Never mind.
Don't do the what?
Too late. You ran.
Too late. You don't. You're running.
Don't run near the pool.
All right, swing.
Yeah, so the greatsword flashes white. And that is a reckless, so 27.
27 will hit.
That's 14 points of damage plus. Right, my thing never works when I roll it for some reason. 6 plus 4. And that's 5 extra radiant, so that's 19. And then second hit. That is a 27 for 11. And then Crab will end his turn by raging.
Alrighty then.
Well, I would have started my turn raging, sorry. I think that's self-explanatory. That's what I do when I run into a fight.
That's
Or you
11.
were planning on running away, so you never know.
No, Crab wasn't planning on it. He was like, wait, do it. And then they're like, when do you ever listen? He was like, fuck you. And then he was like,
All right, Magnar, what would you like to do besides not drown?
I'm not drowning, baby. Actually, a mechanical question. Because I've got this cap on and it says it's a bubble around my head, does that mean I can't take a potion? How does that work?
I think you have air around your head, man.
You basically have air around your head, yeah.
So I can drink a potion?
You can drink a potion if you like.
I would really
Okay.
you stick a straw through the bubble and then the entire bubble fills with the potion.
So my bonus action, I'm going to drink a potion, and I'm finally going to drink the potion of invulnerability that I have and I've had for a while.
Wow.
I
Right.
hate to be that guy. Did you not drink that during the dragon fight?
No,
Did.
no, I didn't.
That
Didn't
gives
take
you
it.
resistance against damage.
Yeah,
Against all damage.
I'm 90% sure you did.
I'm pretty certain
Yeah,
you
you
drank
did.
it during the
Yeah, I
dragon fight.
remember doing the invulnerability potion. You did.
Yeah, you did it in the setup.
Sorry, man.
Yeah.
no, that's fair. If I did absolutely tell me. I just didn't think I had. I must delete that then. Okay, well in that case, I'm just going to slap
Yeah,
it.
he pulls out the vial, goes, fuck.
Oh shit!
It
oh
just
shit!
leaks out into the sea. Like, god damn it.
So you drink it, you realize it's another bottle of hot sauce. Ah!
That might get me fired up.
Dragon
All
breath.
right.
Sorry for all the coughing, guys, by the way. As soon as I laugh, it just starts.
That's a hit, Magnar, for 12 points slashing.
Excellent. We'll take another go. No.
No.
Do you know what? I'm going to use my DM inspiration that I have to
May as well.
re-roll that.
Mm-hmm.
Free yourself. Don't roll another one.
23 for 6 damage.
23 for 6 damage. You feel the creature's grip on you loosen.
Yes.
See, I'd be worried about water elementals.
I just need-
don't know, but
I just need to move it away a bit so that I can actually put the status thingy on it. There we go.
Lovely,
No, I
that
haven't
stayed
been
on the
eating,
map.
Christian. Stop it.
All right. Elian, what would you like to do? Sorry,
quickly,
Magnar.
for my movement, could I sneak under the dock up to this one without it knowing?
Yeah,
You're just gonna walk down there.
I'm like-
it is difficult terrain, so you would be
Um,
moving. You would be moving at quarter speed.
Oh, so what, 7
if,
foot?
if they're made out of water or they're in the water, though, could they probably not like sense the movement around them?
You
Are
don't
they
know.
blind?
Could be just
no, I'm just saying,
waves. You never know.
No, I'm just saying because, like, from a logical standpoint, like they should be really, really big if they're in water.
So what's that?
And-
7 foot of movement, right?
It's
So
basically 7 foot of movement. Yeah, so you can move 5 feet. We'll round it up to 10 feet, so you can get underneath the docks.
yeah. So would I? Yeah, I'd be carrying under the dock as such then.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
And give me a stealth check.
Oh yeah, I'm
Just
good
for,
at
just for
those.
the hell of it.
Yeah, baby.
I just hear sploosh, sploosh, sploosh.
I say even Aldwin knows where you are at this point. Like, yeah, he's under the thing.
Like, I assume the water there isn't super deep because this is like a river, so it's like the bank where it goes in.
I've gone full Paladins of the Caribbean.
They where Magnar is, it's probably about 2.5 feet deep.
Yeah, so he's just
So it's just
splooshed
his
under
head
there.
is going through the water.
Like you might
My helmet's like banging off the deck, like ding, 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 as they go past the wood.
Magnar's gone full Rambo.
Yeah.
What if Magnar's javelin's just like nearly slice Crag's foot as he's going under? He's like, "Hey!"
Aldwin, what would you like to do?
Keep that banish up, I suppose.
Well, yeah, I figured I'd
thing's
stay out of the way as
not
well.
coming
Because
back.
I need to hold banishment for. at least
All
a
right.
minute.
You have to hold this for a minute.
We need to skip me, right?
Oh, we skipped
So-
Ilian.
You're invisible. It's hard to know. Okay, your fault.
Even the DM is missing me.
You've been gone for so long, we forgot you were here.
Elian
No,
died and we
right.
can't Elian's dead and we can't find him. Fucking invisible dead wizards.
Just randomly out of a corner, I'll fire an ice knife at this duty.
At which one?
Well, the only one.
Oh, that one. I thought you meant
Yeah.
Magnar.
No, without the blade, so 23 to hit.
I mean, I am next to it, so.
Uh,
Are you right
No.
next? Well, I'll fire it to that
Definitely
corner
gonna
though.
no,
It is-
Magnar's not within 5 feet of it, so it's fine.
Okay,
you know
cool.
where you know where Magnar is with his stealth check.
Yeah, everyone does.
So if you know
On
what
the plus
Magnar
side,
is, why
those
are you
two
not aiming
children in
this
the town were here to do dunk, 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 and feel it's a river come find us.
All right, and it needs to make a big save.
Yes, please.
Yeah, it's not going to save with a 5.
So 15
Like
points
that.
damage, 8 points
Seven.
piercing, and 7 points cold.
All right. Then it's you, Aldwin.
Cool. So I will bonus action spiritual weapon to smack into it.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my spiritual weapon? There.
Does the hand scoop and it's like
Yeah, do that. Try to knock the bit off the top of it into the
Yeah,
14.
it does hit.
Hey, so 11 force damage on the bonus action. And then let's try Toll the Dead.
All right, wisdom save.
something tells me I'm going for a swing next turn.
It's an 18 on the wisdom save.
Oof. No, then it is suckle save, so that does nothing at all. Just the bells
All right.
able
So
to grasp it.
any movement?
No, 'cause I don't know where Ilian is, and I want to keep the sphere as wide around people as I can while I'm still in the air.
Well, you
All
saw
right.
where the ice knife
I
came
will
from.
keep. I'm going to keep Eyes of Night up for the moment, so I'm still hovering 5 foot in the air.
All right.
That's my turn, thank you.
Yeah, he's going to attack Craig because, I mean, Magnar's already in the water. 19 to hit Craig.
It's
All right. Craig, you take 17 down to 8 bludgeoning damage.
nice.
And you're pulled 5 feet closer to it. We'll say to that square so that it can try to drown.
I can't see Craig. I can't
No,
see
no,
Craig.
no,
Is he under Magnar's counter?
He's
Yeah.
under Magnar's counter, so if I
Okay.
were to move
Okay, okay.
Magnar's
Since
back,
Crowd would be like half on and off the deck. Can I make a deck save to see if he like stays on?
you won't get danger sense for it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
It's a pretty high DC because it's mostly water on that square.
He's a strong. Like my logic is, Crag's a strong enough guy, so he's kind of trying to resist it. Like he's a barbarian. He should be dexterous, more than he is really. It's not danger sense. I just rolled 16.
16 is not enough.
Yeah. Whoa.
Craig goes face first into the water. While Craig falls into the water,
As Crag tries it, he'll also shout "breathe," hoping something happens.
the other two are
Oh.
gonna pop up by the island.
I didn't. What? There's two more.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there's 2 more of them. This one can only move another 5 feet. So we'll do 5 feet to there, and then this one is going to go a bit more. It can make it to about there.
Oh,
Okay.
Goodness.
And
Oh, no.
they are going to attack the unconscious people. So they get advantage on their attacks.
Oh, I thought they were dead. Oh, hells.
13 will hit that one. For
When you say unconscious people, are they full-sized people?
they appear to be full-sized people. Yes.
Okay, good.
They're not children.
Like that makes it any better.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does, because they're not children, you know.
Or
No
dwarves.
children. No
Think
children.
of the
will
children.
find the making of the street.
Wait.
They all
He
die.
was measuring. I don't trust him. He's measuring. Kill him now.
So that one was.
I was measuring.
I was measuring.
Everyone was
That's a
measuring.
19 to hit. It hits the second individual for 18 bludgeoning damage. Oh, I made them link tokens. Damn it!
I was gonna say they all died at the same time when you.
All right, Luca, what would you like to do?
Well, not much I can do. Shit. Yeah, I think I see that that my friend just got pulled into the water, so I'm gonna try something different, and I'm gonna go over here, 25 feet. I am 15 feet away from this guy, and I'm gonna hit it with a lightning lure, but I'm gonna do acid damage. I feel like since they were summoned by lightning, they're probably immune to lightning.
Mm-hmm.
So lightning lure basically does sneak attack. So it's a DC 15 strength save, and if they fail, they get pulled towards me, and if they end up adjacent to me, they take 12 acid damage.
All right, that was 13 points of damage.
Sorry, what?
Sorry, 13 on the save. On the strength.
That's a fail. My spell DC is higher than it used to be because of my headband of intellect. So
how far do you pull them?
I'm going to pull them off. Hang on, I'll do the spell description thing. I can pull them. Pull them off up to 10 feet in a straight line towards me, and then they will take the damage. So I will pull them right up. I just haul them up on the.
Right. So
one creature of your choice. Yeah, and it doesn't say size. Like even if it's large, I guess I don't know.
Yeah. If
Gone
it's
fishing.
specified size, it's fine. So it's still touching the water, so that's fine. Yep.
Yeah.
You pull him to there. How much damage was it?
It was 12 acid damage instead of lightning. We'll see if acid.
All right.
And then I guess that's it. I was hoping that Craig would also come with, but I guess he's gonna stay where he is.
I don't know. Am I grappled?
You are still grappled.
Yeah, I
Holding
would
you
have had to
underneath
pull
the
you.
water.
I would have had to pull it further away.
Does that affect me hitting it at all?
But I'll move to flank if that's something that's allowed. I don't know. I feel like that's.
So
Right.
I'm prone. I assume I can. Can I stand up then?
You can. It's basically going to be a contested strength check.
Or is that my action to do that?
It would be because it is grappling you. So yeah, let's say it'll take your action to do that.
Can I attack it from where I am? No.
You can.
Cool.
It'll be at disadvantage.
I'll take it.
15 hits.
Cool. That is 20 or not 24, 12 damage. 14 damage.
Still up.
Cool. And then I will hit it again.
.24 will hit.
How much damage is that? I can't see. My chat keeps going on me for some reason.
Would you not have had your Divine Fury damage in that first one?
I would have, but it looks like it's dead anyways.
Yeah. It would. Your Divine Fury wouldn't have been enough to kill it outright.
So yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah, you managed to hack at it enough, and the water just kind of spills over the docks and back into the marshland.
And since it's dead, I assume I'm no longer grappled, so I'm going to
You
stand
are
up.
no longer grappled.
Now,
And
since I'm significantly taller than Magnar, how does this terrain affect me?
still difficult terrain.
Is it still quarter terrain? Quarter speed though.
No, that was only because he was sneaking.
Oh right.
If you sneak, you move half speed, and if it's through difficult terrain, it's quarter speed.
So can I get just up onto here, like out of the water?
Yeah, you can.
Cool. I'll just get up onto the edge and then to here. That's my turn.
All right. Magno, what are you doing?
Mechanical question: how would my boots work in this if I was to jump rather than run?
I'd say because you are in water and it's going to have a negative impact. Give me a strength check.
Strength check. 13.
All right, you can move. You can move as if it was difficult terrain. So if you were to try and leap, you'll still only cover half your distance.
Okay, that's fair. 1, 2.
That's why paladins can never pretend to be fighters, because all you have to do is ask them, run a quarter mile, and paladin's like, I don't have athletics.
Yeah. I'm not built for this shit. So that's my movement and my action just to get there then.
All right. Ilian.
I'll move up to there. Just quickly want to measure how far this is. Toll the Dead is 120, isn't it?
Yeah.
Think so.
Okay, so I'll hit one of them. Well, I'll hit the bottom one, Toll the Dead.
All right, it's going to make a wisdom save.
Yes, please.
7, it fails.
And for once, the lower damage is that one.
It's only 60 feet, sorry. Yeah, it's the endless.
Okay, then. I'll hit it with Tasha's Mind Whip then. So intelligence save, please.
Oh, they are greater intelligence. They are very smart creatures.
I'm hoping so.
17.
Oh, that saves.
So
it only takes 7 points of damage. Yeah, 7 points.
All right.
And
kind of looks like it turns in your direction and then looks back at the
can't
shore.
see me.
It looks in your direction. It knows where it came from.
Magno's just standing in the middle of the water like,
Magno, how tall are you?
That's a good freaking question. I'm like 4'3" or something.
Give me one.
I don't know exactly though because I can't remember what that was on my bio.
Yeah, okay. So where you are now, you're probably about up your shoulders in water now.
Right. Are these like where you can see like yellow bits? Is that like I can't remember what it's called when it's underwater, but you know, like high riser bits.
No, it's like seaweed and things like that.
That's a great picture.
I think my camera just froze.
It froze on the picture though, so that's perfect.
Yeah. But I have to adjust it now that his head is actually above the water.
I can see probably, yeah.
Alwyn, what are you doing?
I will shout to Crack, change the plans, do charge.
His head just looks like bubbles.
So
Make up your fucking mind.
15, 20, 25, 30. So, sorry, Ilian, so I saw the one down here took damage from something.
Yep.
I'm presuming that's Ilian being sneaky, so I will do a... I don't like that. That's not...
way out of range for Toll of the Dead, if that's what you're about to do.
I wasn't going to do Toll of the Dead. I'm going to do Guiding Bolt on the other one to try to attach his attention.
Go for it.
Please hit. 27 to hit.
Oh, that definitely is.
For 16 radiant damage. And there's now all these nice blue sparkles reflecting wonderfully off the water.
All right.
How long have I got left on my flight? And I will renew Steps of Night at this point.
Okay, cool.
And that's my turn. So that's down to 1. That's...
How many rounds left do you have on Banished before the thing's permanently gone?
I need to hold on for another 7 rounds.
All right.
So this is going to get interesting soon.
So both of them begin to sink back into the water.
Hmm.
Oh, I assume they're
Do
going to be.
we see a glow of water, a glow of sprinkle in one of the water where there's this patch of...
On the spot, I'm going to rule no.
That's fine. No,
I'll
that's
go
absolutely
double
fair.
check after the game
No,
just to
that's
make
fair.
sure.
It's swampy water. We can't see it. That's grand. But it'll look fabulous when it does spring out the water in a sparkle.
Just gonna flip its hair back like.
I'm here.
Yeah.
All
Thank you
right.
very much.
Little Mermaid.
Luca, what would you like to do?
So I'm looking around. I'm like, are we going into the water? Are we
Just
doing
need to
that?
attract their attention and save the villagers best we can.
Okay, I'm gonna go into the waist-high water.
I mean, Craig can take a knee and that Luke onto his shoulders.
You just hear from the space to the left of you. Nope.
If Luke wants, Craig will take a knee and let him take on his shoulders, and then he can use joint movement.
But yeah, I'm just gonna walk
Oh,
up Craig's back and perch on his shoulders and get my bow out.
All right. Good to know. Craig, what are you doing?
Craig will then carefully, because Luke is on his shoulders, drop into the water, and he'll
Yeah,
start on.
I'm sticky like Spider-Man. I'm just like tapping him on the head. Go, 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 go! And then I'm standing on his shoulders with my sticky
Here,
feet
so
going,
Luke will be there on me.
Like a very
So,
un-Disney version of Ratatouille.
Yeah,
It's,
that's right. I'm pulling on his ears. Yeah, no. So if I see any watery creatures, I'll shoot. Otherwise, I
Yeah,
won't.
so Richard, move your toe.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I'm like, whoa!
All right, Magnol, what are you doing?
I don't see any movement around me, right?
I also am holding my action for if I see them.
Pretty sure they're invisible when they're in the water. Oh god.
Yeah, why not? I'm going to jump over to here.
Give me another strength check.
Oh yeah, that might help. 17.
Yeah, you can do it.
Okay, cool. And then hold my action for if one of these things decides to try and attack me.
All right. Ilian, what would you like to do? Don't you just love invisible creatures?
No.
I don't even use see invisibility because it wouldn't work in this condition.
No, it wouldn't. That's what makes it so
actually very messed
brilliant.
up.
I love it.
I'll just move to there and I'll hold.
Whoever at Wizards wrote these creatures, I love you.
I'm sure Juan has done this as punishment just for me because I've told him so many times how I hate water fights.
Wait till
I'll
you
hold
see
the
what
ice
happens
knife if
later.
I see anything.
Cool.
Well, having done it in Humblewood, at least it's like pretty much uncommon items that you can get in order to just act fairly normally underwater. But yeah, it's still,
Alwyn,
scary.
how much time have you got on your flying, by the way?
I just renewed it last time, so it's back up to I got a full minute of flight,
Oh, cool. Good to know.
which is good because the sphere's now. You can see that sphere's about to disappear. So I'm going to carry on forward and I'm going to move up so I'm now 15 feet in the air.
So as you begin to float up, please go back to there.
Okay, so that's 10 foot up and forward.
Yeah, so as you leave this creature's space.
Does it appear? Ah, it's on the other side. Fuck. But Luca
May
can
I
hit it.
hit it with ice knife?
As soon as it's done with its attack, yes, you can.
Okay.
It's going to get advantage.
Will it still be invisible like the whole time that it's attacking, or do we at least know where it is? And...
No. You definitely know where it is. I mean, it's definitely become visible because it's no longer under the water.
Yeah. So let me know let me know when my
That's it.
reaction can go off, and I will shoot.
Cool, no problem. That's definitely going to hit 25, which is a crit.
It crits me for that's a nat 20.
Yeah, that's a nat 20.
I use my last Guardian Emblem to cancel the crit damage.
All right, cool, no problem. So you only take. Why is it? That's not right. You only take 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
You are grappled.
Yep.
You are pulled 5 feet closer to the water.
Okay.
And please make a con save.
Thanks, Solo.
I will use the bless if this is going to drop. No, I won't. That's fine.
No, that's
good.
fine.
Okay. All right. Hello.
Everyone
Sorry,
else's held actions go off.
Do I get sneak attack because it's technically in melee with them? Again, I'm happy for you to say no.
I'm going to say in this case, no, you don't.
Okay.
Because Alduin is not threatening it in this.
Get in the chat, people. This is terrible. Whatever. I don't care.
12 to hit.
12
Fucking
does
bow.
not hit. It misses.
Then just dex save.
All right, it'll give a dex save. Alduin, make a dex save.
I missed by a ton.
Ow.
Luca misses. Alduin, you take 10 points of cold damage and make a con save.
I'm not a dwarf.
It gets a 21 on its dex save. So I think it takes half.
So half damage.
So it's going to take 5. All right, Alduin, you're still fine.
Yep.
Luca misses. Craig, you're out of range.
Yeah. Craig just smashes down into the water in front of him.
Can I have the rest of my turn before you move on, please?
Oh, yes, you can.
Thank you. So that thing's now hit me and grappled me, hasn't it?
Yeah, you're now like 5 feet off the water.
Well, that's not the plan, is it?
And your speed is 0.
Cool. I'm going to attempt to break that grapple.
Yeah, you haven't used your action yet.
So that's just a strength athletics check, sorry?
Athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Definitely athletics. Bless standing by if I need it. 18?
Are you happy with an 18?
I'm going to put my last chat bless on it to make sure. I need to move.
All right.
So that put me onto a 19.
He upsold you. Okay.
19 is enough.
Cool. So that's so it'll use this reaction to do the thing on the opportunity attacks. 5, 10. I continue to rise up. So I'm now 15. So 10, 15 feet above the water. 20, 25, 30. Bonus action to move the spiritual weapon, and it will attempt to do a grasping attack.
All right. So that's strength. It's basically like a.
Yes, I contested strength save.
All right. It gets a.
Oh.
A 19. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Unsurprising, the spiritual hand has let me down once again.
You need to start recasting it. Make it easier.
So now it's going to be.
That's not how that works.
It should be.
Cool.
So that one's going to go there. That one is going to go after you. So that one is going to just surge up to you. And I'm going to say because they're large, they're 10, your 15 feet is still within its 10 feet reach.
Yeah.
So it is going to try and hit you for a 21.
That is my armor class. God's damn it.
Alrighty then. So that is going to be 16 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled again.
I will use the gauntlets of frigid retribution to hit it back.
All right.
So that's 12. So you said 16.
16, yes.
So temporary hit points. I just give myself absolutely disappear again. Let's do the concentration check next.
Just need to beat a 10.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You concentrate so hard, the banish works immediately.
Good for you.
And then the gauntlets, I need it to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
All right, dex save from it. 15.
Just makes it. So it will take. Oh, no, it takes 2 cold damage. I've already put that in the thing. So it takes 2 cold damage. And for anyone reading, this is one of Penny Dragon's special items. So when I'm hit, I can use my action to make them make a save, and they will take cold damage.
Yep, it is from Frozen Wastelands, the first Penny Dragon mega holding.
Hello,
Cool.
sweetie.
The other one's going to pop up, and it is going after Aldwin.
How does it know to go after me?
Do I get my swing first, or?
You do, because they are not done.
You have
misses.
advantage on that one.
Oh,
You do
yes,
have
I
advantage.
do. It's still going to suck, but.
A 14 will hit.
Oh, 11 damage. And I'm assuming I only get 1 strike on a reaction, if I remember rightly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Aldwin, do you still have things to cancel out crits? Because there was another one on the attack.
No, because I've used my reaction to
I will
on the
impose.
gauntlets.
Oh shit! I can't.
Not your turn to do it.
All right. So Aldwin.
Damn it.
12 plus.
Or are you about to rebuke the violence?
Aldwin, you take 25 points of bludgeoning damage,
Oof, okay.
and you are pulled down again. You are 5 feet above the water. DC 12 con save, please.
There's about to be another elemental, I think.
No.
21.
Oh! Hey.
Good for you.
How many more rounds do you have to hold that? Like 7 more rounds or something like that?
6 now.
6
sorry,
more
I'm
rounds.
just- Yeah, 6 now. So, and the toilet spear is about to disappear at the when it comes to for my next round.
You are now again 5 feet off the water.
That
Luca.
pink dot has got to be moved as well. If that was for the guiding
Yeah.
bolt.
No, that was for guiding
Yeah, so I'm
bolts.
balancing. So I'm balancing on top of Magnar's head. I'm like, hang on, steady,
Okay.
steady, 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 whoosh, and I'll shoot this one if I can.
Yeah, you get.
I would say I do not get advantage, obviously, but I do get sneak attack, hopefully, because people are
Yes.
actively fighting it. Okay.
You
I'm
mean
like,
Crag
okay.
giving him the high ground doesn't give him
Yeah,
advantage?
yeah.
Damn it.
I'm like, all right, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Whoosh. Yeah. I scream, Falcon's bow! 18 to hit for
18 does hit.
shitty damage. 13 piercing
points of
damage.
Damage.
Yeah. And
All right.
And bonus action, I'll recast Mage Hand since I
Cool. Good to know.
haven't had that up for a while.
So Crag will then
Like,
move into range with this one. So Luca's on his back as well, so he's still kind of coming with him.
yeah, this is me clinging to your dread helm. Go, go, go!
Did you draw? No, I know. Never mind. It's you on the cloud armor.
So, what's your movement?
It's 40 feet, and that's 20 feet. I measured it.
Yeah.
And then where's the right tab? Sorry, I have everything open except for the roll 20 here for some reason. Where'd it go? There we go. And then I will take 2 swings at one swing at with this one for now.
All right.
Deranged Rhino, do not appeal that verse. It's not a.
Why does it keep double rolling? But yeah,
So yeah, a 19 will hit.
for 16 necrotic.
All right. It is still up.
And then my second attack, which is there.
You get
so-
Devil, you've got your Devil's Divine Fury. Sorry,
Oh, yeah,
sorry,
I remember Divine Fury.
in that first hit.
Yeah, you need to keep track of that. I can't keep.
Yeah,
track
no, I
of
keep forgetting it. I keep forgetting
everyone
that.
sticks.
That's it's another 5.
All right. That is enough. Yeah, it's enough.
And it's a wasted nat 20 because I can't get close enough to hit the other one. Damn it.
But it would have.
Emotional damage.
Can I throw the sword?
You can
Yeah,
make
can
a
I keep
make a dexterity check.
Can I keep that roll though?
No.
Oh no, never mind. I'm not going to throw the sword. Yeah, that's me.
Craig's turn. Magna, what are you doing?
I'm gonna move around Aldwin to try and get this one off of him if I can. By
You could
hitting
go
it.
underneath. I mean, to be fair, I'm still not technically in the water.
Yeah, technically, he's a couple of
I'm very
feet
close
above
above it.
But
I'm
would
just
I be
about
at
some Jesus
disadvantage?
walking on the bottom at the minute.
Would I be too low in the water? Would that count as disadvantage if I did that?
No, you wouldn't be too low.
Okay, but then consider me under Aldwin. But for the sake of the map, I'll leave myself where I am.
100%.
First one, 21 for 7.
It hits.
Second one, natural 20 for 28 for 30 damage.
No, 20.
For natural 20 for 20 damage.
20
Yeah.
damage. Yeah.
What did I say?
You said 30.
30.
I mean, you could make it more if you wanted.
I'm just really crap at counting.
You know what you
I
want.
don't
You know what
usually
you can
roll
do.
very high, so I don't have to count very high, in fairness. That's my
anything else,
turn.
Magna? Cool. Ilian, what are you doing?
I will throw another Tasha's Mind Whip at it. So, intelligence saving throw, please.
All right. They are relatively smart. 15.
That does not save. So, 14 points of damage.
All right.
And I'll shout to Alduin, they can't react, run! Fly!
Fly, you fool!
Swim, you fool!
As Aldwin is tethered to it via water.
So this is the point where the Twilight Sphere now just fades away. That has gone. Top of the round. Save that. Not often that actually runs out. Blimey. Okay.
Aldwin, after you're done, get me a dingle hopper.
To be fair, this is probably one of the longest fights we've actually had because usually we don't go this many rounds.
We've never had to count rounds.
No. Like the dragon only took us like 3 rounds.
Only 1 round from me.
John, this one's going to involve your interpretation of what would happen. If I cast Destroy Water from the spell created Destroy Water, what's it going to do to it?
Only does
Destroy
5 cubic feet, is it?
It's
You either create or destroy water. Create water? No, we want destroy water. Destroy water. You destroy up to 10 gallons of water in an open container within range of 10 feet. You destroy fog 30 cube.
It's a first level. It's a first level spell. So yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to say. All right. So this is how I'm going to rule it. What are you casting destroy water on?
Essentially
Elemental?
whatever it's got me ensnared with, or if it's a pseudopod, if I can break the pseudopod away from it. That's what I'm looking to try to do.
Okay, so you're more trying to escape the grapple.
Yeah, I mean, I'm tempted to try and put it in the middle of it where I think its kind of head area is, but I presume it's just this amorphous mass of water.
Okay.
So I'm now just trying to break what's around me almost,
Yes,
just to get
100%.
away.
So give me a spellcasting check.
It's just a wisdom check, isn't it, for me?
Yeah.
14.
14. All right, it would be just enough. You managed to sever the connection between the pseudopod and it long enough that the water that's kind of grappling you around your waist just stops.
Does it do any
Excellent.
damage though?
It does not appear to be damaged at all.
Damage, I can cope without it doing damage. So I'm 5 foot above the water. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there.
As you try to leave its range.
It doesn't
Oh,
get a
it can't
reaction
react.
because of Mind Whip.
Mind Whip.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Mind whip.
Then what flavor is this spell?
It's a mind whip.
I can't do this spells.
No,
It's
not.
not quit.
Already.
Wheaton.
Because I can't do anything else, I'm just going to move the spiritual weapon 20 feet forward. But that's
Right.
my turn to get to there.
Cool.
So let's update those.
Then on their turn, just because why the hell not? This one is going to sink beneath the waves again.
Do I get an attack?
You do not, because it hasn't left your range yet, and by the time it would leave your range, it is already invisible. And it's going to go to there,
Sorry, didn't mean to click that.
and it's going to punch Alduin in the back again.
Come on.
That is.
Oh, wait. Mind Whip, it can only choose between moving, action, or bonus action. And it doesn't have a reaction. So it can move to there, but it can't attack Alduin.
Oh, shit.
Good to know. Cool. So it would make it to there. That's it. Or is
Wow,
it-
I thought Twilight clerics were broken.
So that would be its entire turn.
Holy. Yeah,
That's
okay.
great.
The DM will remember this.
He's gonna use it on us next. Thanks a lot, man. Yeah.
Oh, I've got so many spellcasters lined up for you guys, and their spell repertoire is just gone now.
Oh, that sucks.
Very start at
Um,
6th level and carry on. It's going to be.
Just remember Mind Sliver and Tasha's Mind Whip.
Nah, Mind Sliver is not. as
Luca,
good.
what would you like to do?
I will cling to the dread helm and shoot again if I can.
All right, roll your attack.
Yeah, like I'm on one foot standing on his head now. I'm quite acrobatic. Okay, so I have normal chance to hit. I think I have sneak attack. Although if Alduin's turtling, I don't know. But
Wait,
Well,
what?
I mean, I'm there in range next to it,
Yeah.
so I'm now.
You're engaged.
AC 14.
Does hit.
I'm well within range, so it's 20 piercing damage from a magic weapon.
So Alduin, you see this elemental rear up behind you, ready to strike, and you see an arrow stick into it and just kind of float in it for a couple of seconds, and then the whole thing just collapses
Excellent.
and drops to the ground.
Yeah! All right, go, go, go!
Cool.
All right, Craig, what are you doing?
What?
Mm-mm.
Oh no. I'll start walking, I suppose. And then I suppose dash because I don't see anything, so I'll head to the island.
All right, Magna.
Yeah, head to the island if that's the case.
All right, Elliot.
Ilian gets jumped on the other side on his own.
I'm just gonna walk to that side.
Are you
Try
getting
and
in
go
the
away from
are
where
you,
I'm
are,
casting.
Like
Are
a bunch
you
of townies
Invisible.
just
We don't know. We don't know where he is at this point.
are you getting in the water, Elliot?
No, I'm not getting into the water. I'm just moving from where I cast all the spells.
Okay.
I'm just moving away from that location.
Alduin, what are you doing?
So healing word on whichever of these two was attacked first.
Hmm.
Does it work?
All right, so the first one to get attacked was that one.
Please don't get that saves.
1, 2. That one. All right. Yeah, he comes back to life.
Oh, nice.
Hey!
Excellent. I will then fly to the other one, and I will use my healer's kit as my action to stabilize.
Did they all go down or just them two?
Those were the two who were attacked. The
Yeah,
others
just
are already
the ones that
unconscious.
have skulls on them.
Oh, but the other ones were already dead or they're still alive?
They're just, we don't know. I haven't got to them yet. They weren't the ones who were attacked.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll check this one out next to me then.
Was I able to stabilize the other one?
You were.
Hey!
So he has 16 hit points. If that's
he,
be more than enough to.
he explodes.
Yeah.
A burst of radiant energy.
If any of you are
Hell
keeping up with
bless
the
you, child.
if any of you are keeping up with the new season of The Boys, just episode 1 of season 3, just
Luca, what are you doing?
I guess I'll jump off and just kind of. Well, are we done? Are we still in initiative?
You don't know.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go sort of like kneel next to one of these dead people and see: are they unconscious? Are they sleeping? Are they?
Yeah, give me a medicine check.
Oh, Luca is really good at medicine checks.
I said I wanted to check this one as well, so I'd be helping Luca at least.
21. Wow, that's a yeah.
God, they seem to be just unconscious.
All right. So they don't need to be stabilized or anything like that.
No.
Okay. Well, I think they just need to be healed to be brought up. I guess Can I start dragging him away from the shore?
You can. You
Like,
could probably
yeah.
drag him another 10 feet or so.
Well, if you say that they just need to be healed to get up, I'll do like 1 point of lay on hands on that one, 1 point on that one, and then
Are
1
we
point
still
on
in
the third
turn
one.
order before you
Well,
do all that?
He didn't turn it off. I think we were waiting until the
We're
banishment
still in
ends.
turn order.
So
Oh,
for
okay.
now, you guys are going to drop out of combat.
if Crag sees Magnar starting to do the lay on hands, he'll walk up to whichever one he hasn't gotten to yet and then poke one and do the same. He's being helped.
Yeah. You guys had enough. You guys will have enough time to stabilize the rest.
And then I'm going to help everyone get away, sort of 20 feet away from the edge, and just keep an eye out for anything moving in there, anything in the air.
Give me a perception check.
I can't guide myself. Because I'm still concentrating. So only an 11.
No, you don't see anything
Right.
suspicious.
Fine. So I'm just making sure that kind of everyone's roughly behind me, and I'm just holding that concentration for the next 24 seconds.
Oh,
If Crag's within 30 feet of the water, he'll cast shape water and just turn like a block of ice in the middle of it. He's like, hey, look at this.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
I instinctively told the dead on it as soon as I see anything coming up.
it explodes.
I'm going to get a javelin ready to throw at it as well if it's coming up.
Where's Elian?
It ain't Alien. No.
Just here
What a cute pupper.
I'm here.
You're lying. I don't see you.
Wait
This
another,
goes.
like 20 seconds.
Crag is 100% joking at this stage. He's aware Alien's alive. He's like, he's dead.
Now that you are standing on the Marsh Island, looking back at the city, from what you can see, the damage to town seems to have been minimal. You can see the gate. You can kind of make out figures moving around by the gate. Aldwin, with your passive perception, you're fairly certain that it's the townspeople kind of trying to assess the situation.
Okay. I'm going to shout back to Ilian, keep an eye out for 2 children.
Is the magical circle still there? I know we can't see
Why?
it, but I think Alien and
Even with
Well,
Aldwin's passive perception, this is quite a distance away.
Hmm.
So as far as Aldwin can see, it's not there.
is the storm? Has the storm started to dissipate at all?
Say again.
Has the storm started to dissipate at all?
You look up. The storm's not there.
We did it! Fuck you, Talos. Crag has defeated you again.
So we banished the thing that we needed to banish. So good going, Aldwin.
I don't know. How long's it been? Am I still concentrating on that?
It's been
A minute has
Talking.
passed and the spell has taken hold.
Hello to the Raiders. Thank you.
Hey,
Just-
welcome.
Oh, Raiders.
Hey.
You just missed us completely ruined John's boss battle with banishments. The best way to get rid of us.
Well,
Craig,
that was the whole point.
You're going to die now.
Carrie, I think it's very cute that you think that was a boss battle.
Yeah.
So that was just that was the introduction to the town. Never mind anything else coming through. On that.
You guys haven't even made it through the introduction of this module yet.
You haven't made it to the introduction. That's great. Yeah.
Are we ready to attack when it comes back?
It was the tutorial bot. It's not coming back.
I'm going to shout across to Ian and ask if he can still see a magic circle near the jetty pier.
I'll slowly walk up after my visibility wall off. Can I see
Yeah.
anything?
Elian, give me a perception check. Unless you want to get in the water.
No, not a fuck.
Go for a swim.
Not a fuck. I'll take my chances.
All right.
18.
With an 18, you can just see the faint outlines of what would have been a ritual circle underneath the water. But with your passive, what would be your passive arcana, you're fairly certain that it is dormant right now.
You seem good.
If that's the case, I'll walk towards the water and he'll start casting shape water to make a path, like freeze a path over for Lynn. It's like it takes like a second a square, so 6 seconds a square. So it's like
Yeah. So every time you do recast the spell, the previous one melts.
he's trying. He's just like, yeah. He's like, I'm a wizard.
I'm just standing on the other side, just shaking my head.
He's like, who let Crag learn magic? Who thought this was a good idea?
I make illusions to make it look like he's succeeding for a while.
Can I speak to a couple of the people who actually have health and are walking around with us, or at least are?
Yeah, I mean, with these villagers, you can have a chat with them. What would you like to know?
I mean, are they all right? What happened? I will, at this point, I'll carry on using the healer's kit on the ones who are unconscious.
I'll flip mine over so I can see the front of them.
All right. So you do walk around them with them, and they do tell you that the attacks came, from the marshland side. Same story as that what you saw at the gates. Humanoids riding horses made of water. They were some of the ones that they fought. And that's basically the last thing that they remember.
Okay.
I'm going to start wading across.
And as you guys begin making your way back to town, that is where we're going to end it for tonight.
I want to get back on the dock before we go.
Wait! I want to sit on someone's head. Okay.
All right. So thank you guys for playing. Thanks everyone for watching, for sticking with us. We'll pick this up again next week as the rebuilding of the town of Leilon continues.
Yes.
Cheers, everyone.
Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you, John.
Cheers.
Thank you, viewers.
Welcome back, Elian.